Hold tight.
Preparation, so we could just dive in and show you where we're at with our features here. This is our sim Summer and her daughter Poppy. This is Crow's Crossing in Ravenwood, and this is the house they live in.
I love the build we got for this.
I do too. This was one of our pre-made houses. It's normally empty, but we have dressed it up a little bit for the live stream. I love this story because you can move into this house and it's like the haunted, empty, rundown mansion, and I think that's just such a fun story for this.
Wonder
pack.
if this is Kate Emerald's
I
build.
love the holes
Looks like it.
in the roof. Like I think these add so much character.
Yeah, they work like our kind of like our solar panels, where you can just slot them onto any slope.
Are wearing black feathers
on the floor,
and the gorgeous greenhouse.
Mm-hmm. I love the greenhouse windows, like the holes in it, and then the ones that are just normal.
All the architecture of this, our art director made me promise to say it's neo-Romanian, not Gothic.
Yeah. Oh, I want to call out too, starting off here, we do have all packs enabled just so we can show some cool cross pack stuff today. So this hopscotch thing right here is cross pack. I have it down for a little bit of a demonstration later. And I'll be trying to call that out whenever I'm showing off something that's cross pack.
Cross pack compatibility is my biggest complaint, so I'm so happy about that.
Here we have some of our new cemetery objects.
I love the swings. It's very not the pack I expected swings in.
There's 2 swings in this pack.
Swings are creepy.
They are creepy.
Like if you ever watched the intro for any of the old show, like Nickelodeon shows, like swings are creepy.
That's true. Yeah,
they have not done that before. You're right.
Starting off, I did some playing to set up this family. This is Summer Vernon, and this is her daughter Poppy. And once upon a time, Summer was married, but her husband, this is a picture of him, he met a tragic end. His name was Noel. I did kill him on purpose for this stream. I know. And she had a mother and a father once upon a time. Her father is buried out back right here. Maximus was his name. He loved cheese. Yes. And then I was going to try to get her mother to a point where she was old enough that she might die in her sleep in the bed on stream. But then I accidentally caught her afire.
You're like cursed. All your sins are destined to burn to death.
Yeah, and I just left it.
I love the scorch marks.
It was a big fire. The firefighter that came to try to save her also died, so I buried him in the backyard.
Chase Sprout.
Yep.
Wasn't strong enough to survive a fire started by Morgan. Accurate.
Yep, that's true. So I like that he's just out here and back. But she is over here, and we're going to do a funeral for her since she died technically yesterday in game. So
I love all the little things you've entered on their urns.
Yeah, I love customizing my stories. There's actually a lot of stuff you can customize in this pack too, so we'll show that off. So yeah, this is Summer. Let's take a look at her traits just to get to know who she is. She's a romantic sim, but there's a few new traits here. So Chased by Death, you want to tell me about that one?
Yeah, this is a really exciting one. This is kind of a challenge trait, but we've never really done one of these. So Sims players will know that if you do something that might kill your sim, like you get electrocuted, you usually get a warning before it kills you. If you do it again, it kills you. Chased by Death, you might not get that warning. You're living life on the edge. It's much more dangerous to be a Chased by Death sim. And because you're living life on the edge, you're more self-reflective, and it's going to grant you some special abilities that we'll see later on. And also, there's some interesting story moments I don't really want to spoil. Hopefully we see one of them if you're a Chased by Death sim.
It's my new favorite trait because I like the chaos of all this. Yeah. So I'm excited, and I love the story moments. I think those are really nice. She's also macabre, which is just a classic trait for this pack.
Macabre might be my favorite trait because I myself am a bit macabre. If you ever interacted with me, Sims are macabre are they're not scared of death. They're more the type of Sims that will play with the idea of death. They enjoy the cult. They enjoy the morbid. They might like hanging out in a crypt. They might like the moonlight. They're kind of goth.
I love that. Okay, and then Poppy has 2 traits. Ignore the really cool one here on the right. Let's look at skeptical.
So skeptical is kind of the inverse of macabre in a lot of ways. Skeptical sims, as you might expect, are skeptical of everything occult. If you run into an occult as a skeptical sim, you're going to be able to demand proof that they're really a ghost, really a vampire, that kind of thing. My favorite use of this actually is if you are an occult sim that is themselves skeptical. So if you're a vampire that's skeptical and you just doubt yourself, you're like, no, there's no way I could be a vampire. Vampires aren't real.
Rimborn.
Yeah, that's my favorite story with it too. It pairs really well with Ghosts, but if you have those other expansion packs, we definitely supported those with this one.
A lot of cross-pack stuff here.
And then down here, we also have the Grimborn trait on this sim. What's the Grimborn trait?
Well,
I like this one might be my favorite trait.
I don't know all the traits. I think it's pretty self-explanatory how you might become a Grimborn sim. Grimborn sims have a very interesting birthmark if you want to show that off.
Yeah. Okay, so they all have this birthmark right here under their ear. It's scythe-shaped.
Yeah, and they'll also have an extended lifespan. And you want to talk about how you can pass it on?
That's cool.
Yeah, so if whenever Poppy grows up, she has her own kids, her kids will have a special trait that's called like the descendant of Grimm. So that doesn't offer the birthmark or the extended life, but it's really cool that it carries on for a few generations after even.
Yeah, I guess it's worth saying with Life and Death, you can have kids with Grimm now. I think that's fairly obvious.
We fixed with the base game update where you can woohoo with Grimm again. And then with this pack, you can now try for baby with Grimm.
We know what you guys are about.
Yeah. I remember when Sims 4 came out, I tried it. And so I'm really excited we finally can. I think a lot of people probably are. So let's see here. We also have another member of our family. This is Mr. Chaos.
That's a great name. I should name my cat that.
Mr. Chaos became a member. This was like a randomized name I chose. You can name it whatever you would like. Let's go ahead and interact with him a little bit. This is the crow pet that you can have.
Yeah, it has interactions you might expect, like you can feed it, you can clean its perch, you can talk to it. There's also fun stuff unique to the pro, like you can teach it mimicry. If you're a macabre sim, you can plot nefarious plans with it. You also send it out to go get things for you, give you gifts.
He's a wee bit angry right now.
Yeah.
I guess because he's starving, so I hope I don't upset him.
I mean, if you're particularly bold, you can provoke it. I don't recommend that.
Well, we're chased by death, so I definitely don't want to like provoke him right now. Okay, there, he's fine now. Let's discuss our nefarious plans which is a macabre interaction you can do with him.
I love it whenever we add these little critters.
Yeah, I also like that you can give gifts and receive gifts. If he had one on him, we could receive one from him, which I think is pretty fun. I also love the teaching mimicry. That's another part I really love about this. So we also, just to show this off, we're on a Hallowed Grounds lot trait. Do you want to tell me about the new lot trait that comes?
Hallowed Grounds makes the lot more spooky, essentially. So it adds things like flickering lights. You might see a TV pop on randomly, just showing static. You see cold spots around the house. You also see occasionally another world rift. I won't spoil what that does. This is also interesting because you can put on any lots, and it's different than Haunted. It's not the same thing as Haunted. You, in fact, have a Haunted lot that's also on Hallowed Grounds and have a super spooky house.
The Haunted lot is from the Paranormal Stuff pack, so they work well together. If you have them both, they do different things. I like putting this one on a cemetery myself.
Oh, yeah. It fits.
Yeah. And then, let's see. So... Let's go ahead and start the story. So like I said, yesterday, Summer's mother died.
Tragic.
It was tragic. It was funny, but it was tragic. And then she also had written a will before she died. And so we have received our, I don't know what I just did there. We have received our will in the mail. And I want us to open it up, read it, see what her mother said in her last testament and will. So
seeing a lot of excitement over wills. I think they're going to add a lot for generational players here.
And then we're going to have Poppy come here too, because
I'm going to read a will in front of
Poppy.
That's grim.
So when you read a will in front of a sim now, they'll react differently based on sort of their relationship with that person or their traits. I don't think Poppy was super close with her grandma, so I'm not sure if she will or not here, but we'll give it a shot and see if she does.
We'll set up a well later too. I'm sure everyone's curious, like what that's actually like.
Mm-hmm. So you can see in our inventory, we also have some tarot cards, which are beautiful, and we'll take a look at those. So let's go ahead and read this will out loud. The will of Marie Vernon. It has arrived. Heirloom, dear old grandfather clock will be given to Summer. Preferred funeral activities, she listed them. Oh, she doesn't care. And I never did like cheese as much as Maximus. No cheese at my funeral will haunt you all. I wrote that. You can write whatever kind of a personalized message you'd like. So
yeah, like on a lot of these objects, we added the ability to add customized messages, which allow you to just tell like your own poignant stories in a very unique way for whatever the story your sim is.
So this said that we received a heirloom here, and it's in our household inventory, the dear old grandfather clock. You can see all of these actually say heirloom eligible. Mm-hmm. We made it so a lot of objects, including cross-pack ones.
Yeah, imagine it was kind of hard to identify exactly
looking at Grandma's will, and she gives you a bench, like a chair.
If you don't want to see the heirloom like interaction on everything, you can also turn that off.
The most random chair,
which is really handy. So this one was the heirloom object, and if I hover over it, you can see it says Marie Vernon's heirloom, given to Marie by her husband Maximus as a wedding present. That's another custom thing I wrote in there to help tell that story.
Like the ability to enter custom text, but I think it opens up a lot of avenues for just telling unique stories.
So when you receive an heirloom, there's lots of things I can do with it here. You want to tell me about these?
Well, if you want to upset other family members, you might want to pawn it. We're quite a lot of simoleons. So
it's worth a lot.
You can think and reminisce about the original owner. You can call upon sims, which will occasionally summon the ghost of that particular heirloom. Are you trying it?
I'm gonna see. We'll see what happens.
It's not 100%, so we'll see if she shows up.
Summoning successful. How nice of you to summon me. Just stopping by to say hello. Yeah, that's pretty fun.
There she is.
There she is. All right. We can also make our own heirlooms. So both Summer and Poppy are pianists and love their piano. So we have this grand piano here. Let's go ahead and make this an heirloom.
All right.
So Summer will come on over. And now, yay, when I hover over it, it says Summer Vernon's heirloom. So I can go into this heirloom category. I can make it worth more. I could pass it on. I could engrave a message. So something custom like Summer and Poppy played piano when it would rain. And now I've got a story associated with it. And you have her picture, you have the little story.
I hope that you engraved on a plaque or something. I'm just trying to imagine engraving something on a piano.
That is really cool.
It kind of hurts me.
That is like awesome.
Yeah.
So you're like, what was this guitar?
Maybe it's just like
what
the
was
memory
that?
of the story that gets passed down over generations.
Oh my God.
Do you want to pick who might
That's
go to?
good.
Yeah, we can. So right now, Poppy's a little young for it to go to her. So that can go to other people I know. So I know 3 other people right now. I don't know how I got in a romantic relationship with him, but it happened. So I can choose which
I'm
things.
asking questions.
Asking questions. I can choose which one I might want to send it to, and then it will create a will in my inventory, and it will heirloom onto them. So I'm not going to at this point, but that is something you can do. Let's go ahead then and check out our Soul's Journey in our bucket list.
All right, Soul's Journey is super exciting to me as a designer. So this is essentially a meta progression reward track for your Sims. So it's bigger than an aspiration. It's bigger than a want. It kind of encapsulates the whole life of your Sim, their journey through their life. And as you do things like complete bucket list goals, which we'll talk about in a second, or even complete things like aspirations, which will feed into this, you advance this track and unlock various things the further you get along, eventually culminating in some bonuses for Rebirth, which is a thing I know a lot of folks are excited about, and we'll talk about a little bit later.
So this section's locked off to me because I'm not a ghost yet.
Yeah, that's your unfinished business. So if you die and become a ghost, your soul journey will transition into becoming your unfinished business, which further has cool things you can unlock.
Okay. Well, I've completed a lot of progress here. I'm not all the way to being able to experience rebirth.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking let's get some goals and figure out how we can get them.
Let's talk about bucket list. Bucket list is really, really exciting. So bucket list is essentially major life goals for your Sims that are assigned based on things like their traits, things like the life they've led, the people they know. They're much more dynamic and emergent than say an aspiration. An aspiration is more prescriptive, where you say, "This is the story I want to tell this Sim. This is the thing I want there to be their goal." Bucket list is going to serve you up things that fit who they are, but aren't necessarily the same things every time. They'll be different for every Sims. It adds a lot of replayability, and I find the funnest thing of it is it gets me to do some things that I don't normally do when I'm playing. Because I think a lot of folks, myself included, seem to get locked into play patterns. I think this disrupts that in a very interesting way.
So she doesn't have any goals right now. They can populate based on your traits and who you are as a Sim and kind of like what you've done in life.
Mm-hmm.
So like the other day I got one on her that was, I want to see a Sim die. And I was like, that's really dark.
As we all do. No, yeah.
She's macabre.
Yeah, it really fits for a character.
Yeah. But you also don't have to wait necessarily. You can also create your own. So you can do this on the computer or on the new journal object that we've added here. There are some extra interactions on this journal because we also have the Parenthood pack. But bucket list is here with this pack. And so the bucket list, I can write a goal, write the perfect goal, or write a goal from category. So write goal is just going to let me write a random goal. But once again, it's going to pull into account my traits and who she is as a Sim, and it's going to give us some goals based on that.
Every time we do this, I'm so curious what it serves up.
It's really fun. This has all packs too, so it'll pull from our list of all packs.
Okay, let's go on an unforgettable camping trip.
Okay, she wants to go to Granite Falls, so this is a cross pack one.
Oh my God,
I haven't been to Granite Falls
yes.
in a minute. So like this is again an example of like it will drive you to do some things that you might not have engaged with in a while. And I think that's really fun given the huge huge library of things we've done over the years.
I agree with that. That's what really made me love this feature was the stories that helped me tell. That like I wasn't necessarily thinking I wanted to tell, and then it would pop up and I'd be like, oh my gosh, that is a really fun thing to do.
Yeah.
So let's write something from a category. There's lots of categories here that you can pull from, and it'll give you something random from that category.
Right.
This is my favorite way to get a goal personally. So let's see which one. We could do, I want to adventure. So let's see, we'll get an adventure-based one here. I guess this one was probably an adventure-based one, but...
It depends on how memorable the camping trip is.
Yeah. So let's see here. She's writing her goal. She wants to go on an interstellar adventure in Batu.
Oh, fun.
That's another cross-pack one. Okay. And then, let's see here. We could also, bucket list, write the perfect goal.
Right. I also want to say you can scrap the bucket list and start over if you're feeling like the goals aren't aligning with the story you want to tell.
Yeah. So, like, let's say we were feeling that way. She's going off to scrap it. And then, so we can write the perfect goal. But perfect goal is not always available.
Yeah.
It is oftentimes grayed out with instructions on how you can unlock it. But the way you can write the perfect goal is if you are a chase by death Sim, because they're always trying to get the most out of life at every moment because they know death's just around the corner. If you've recently seen someone died, she did technically see your mother die yesterday. Yeah. Or if you've attended an Afterlife Anonymous festival.
Yeah, I mean, the fun part here is we really are trying to guard the ability to specifically prescribe what goal you have, just because we want you to try and experiment with new things. I think that the fun of the game is experiencing the breadth of content that we have.
Definitely. So I'm choosing a family one this time for her. That's the create a perfect goal, just to show how this is a little bit different whenever you do it this way.
And some of these goals are a lot more nuanced than you might see in something like an aspiration, which is another thing I really like about them.
I like that they update with where you're at in life too. So like, I'd like to have another child is only there because she already has a child. So if she hadn't had one, it would probably just be, I want to have a child.
Yeah, the one I really like is I should reconnect with my family before it's too late. That's a really poignant story, relatable to a lot of folks, and much more nuanced than I think you might see from an aspiration.
Yep, there's some really good stories you can tell with these.
Oh, that one's sweet.
Tell your children that you're proud of them. Yeah, want to be seen as a role model. So her mother just died, and her mother had written a will. And I think maybe Summer is feeling like I should also write a will. So we're going to I'd like to protect the future of my assets. And now...
Wise as a chase by Def Sim.
Yeah, definitely. And so she's going to go write her will. You can do this at the Family Day Festival. Ooh, I spun too far. That happens over here. Whenever there's like a wills lawyer, there's a little ghost swinging on that swing. That's
I'm telling
scary.
you, swings are creepy.
That's so creepy. You can also go here and start a will on the city hall in this town. There's also a service. We can hire a wills lawyer to come and help you, but we're just going to do it on the computer here that I put on the kitchen table.
As one does.
As one does. Start will. So
what, you don't keep your
she's speaking a dead language with her daughter again.
Right. There's a thanatology skill. It ties in a bit with the Grim Reaper career we've added, but essentially lets you do things like speak dead languages. There's a special soup you might be able to make. I won't talk too much about it.
I think the speak dead language is really creepy and fun.
Thanatology means study of like deaf practices, by the way, if anyone's wondering.
I am honestly floored by how good the packs have been time and time again.
Which actually fulfilled her whole bucket list.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now she could be reborn if she died. And this section is still waiting for whatever she's a ghost.
We'll talk more about rebirth later.
But we do have the will of Summer Vernon and the will of Marie Vernon. So Summer has her own will now. Let's go ahead and show like what all you can do since before we were just reading. So you can obviously clear your choices if you want to do that, if that's something you're interested in doing. You can also click on your will and you can choose to do your heirlooms from there. So you already saw from the object. You can also do it on the will itself. You can also click on Update Will and choose Dependents, this one's really nice, I think. So I can choose her daughter, Poppy. And if you had the cats or dogs expansion, you could also choose your cats or your dogs.
Yeah, you choose who they would go to if Summer were to pass.
So if the rest of this household, like the other adults in the household are gone, this is where that sim will go to. So we're friends with the Spectre family here. So let's just choose them. The Poppy can go live with them if something were to happen to Summer.
Yeah, generational gameplay was a big focus of our efforts in this pack.
I am so excited for the generational stuff.
So you can choose a percentage. So I want 40% to go to charity or another household. So let's just say another household, and then let's see. We could go back in and choose the remaining percentage to go elsewhere if we wanted. You can also do sim remains. So funeral activities. If Summer dies, these are what Summer would like to have at her funeral.
All of them.
All of them. She wants it all. So
relatable.
And then sim remains. You can also choose what sort of a gravestone or urn you would like.
You know, the first time we implemented this, I was so surprised. I did not realize we had this many gravestones and urns.
This is with this is with all of our packs on right now. So you can see if you have Island Living, you also have the Mermaid urn. Or if you have Get to Work, you also have the Alien urn. So some of these, this one's from Horse Ranch. So some of these are from Cross Pack. I think this one's a new one with this pack. This one is a new one with this pack. This one's the base game one. So these ones are new ones with this pack. So that's definitely going to be fun to explore when this comes out. But yeah, with all packs, there's a ton of them. I'm going to pick this one, which is new with this pack. It's like the little crow.
It's a raven, right? Or a crow.
Yeah, it's my favorite. I think it's very macabre too, so it'll really suit her well. And then let's leave a personal note. So set a motion. You want to explain how this works?
Yeah, this is how you tell a story of like the family members that are super upset by the outcome of the will, so you can set angry, or you want to have like a more joking like final message, folks. You can set You can set funny. And you can write your own little story of what the world says.
I really like that because like what you write is for your eyes.
you'd be
The
like,
game doesn't know,
nothing.
but like you know that it's
And
supposed
gonna
to make
them
your
all
Sims
angry.
mad
But
or upset
whenever you
or
read
happy.
it does kind of also take into account their traits and how they felt about you. And like, so if they're materialistic and you leave them no heirlooms or it goes to someone else, they're more likely to be mad.
Yeah.
And if they're generous, and even if you said mean, they're probably like, it's okay. You
Yeah,
know?
there's a lot of nuance here. We've tried to add more nuance in Def in general.
Definitely.
We might see it at some point through this playthrough, but we've done things like there's different reactions to Def now. Traditionally in The Sims, it's been a little bit one note where everyone is just bawling their eyes out. Now if you see a Sim die, there's going to be a variety of reactions. Some will bawl their eyes out, but some might just stoically kind of sniffle a little bit, hold it together.
The reactions are part of the base game update, so they should be in. And then the actual mourning, the way you can mourn, that is part of this expansion. And I think I actually cleared away the mourning or the sadness she had from her mother dying just so she wouldn't be very sad this whole live stream. But I left it on Poppy. And as you can see, Poppy is still going through that initial loss period. And we'll see if she develops a type of grief when she's gone through that.
Yeah.
So you don't always develop a grief style.
So grief, I'll just talk about it now in case we don't see it. But
yeah,
there's different styles of grief. Grief is more a long-term sadness that comes out of a major traumatic life event. And there's a variety of them, from things like being angry about it, being in denial. But there's also positive outcomes, like just holding together and handling it well. Different traits might influence that. I believe if you're macabre, you're more likely to be able to hold it together.
Yeah, and I love that there's a lot of different ways you can solve for your grief too. You don't just have to solve it one or two ways.
Yeah, there's like counseling, but you can also lean into like positive hobbies like cooking or I believe planting things.
I like the painting one.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
that's what I did.
We have work tomorrow.
A lot.
I am in the Reaper career at level 9.
Level 9, wow, you've been busy.
Yeah, Summer is a pretty experienced Reaper and is going to go to work in 5 hours. So while we wait, I was thinking maybe we check out the Ghost Historian aspiration here.
This is a really fun aspiration. I think this is one of the first times we've added some gameplay from an aspiration. So if you're a Ghost Historian, you're actually going to unlock the ability to write a horror novel, which I was kind of shocked we didn't already have the ability to write a horror novel, but now you do if you're a Ghost Historian.
It's amazing.
It's the idea of, you're researching into the cult and just writing about it. There's also some fun animations, like as you check off these goals, someone will pull out a little scratch pad and like write down her findings.
Yeah, I love that. It feels very narrative to me. And this is sort of like telling the story of somebody who's like learning about ghosts and trying to find everything out about them. So I've already made a lot of progress here. And next step is make contact with Edith. This is Edith.
She's our scary ghost girl.
She's terrifying. She haunts the well of longing and regret, which you can come here to make wishes on. But if you like attempt communication, you can get her mark, which will make your rewards better. But also she's terrifying, and sometimes she makes you pass out, and sometimes she...
We'll see how this goes.
We'll see how this goes.
There's a lot of gift here. She likes kids more. Kids are more likely to succeed.
She's just so scary.
Inspired by...
Oh no!
Oh,
no. Yeah, run! Yep, she's definitely not ready to talk. Okay, well, at least we didn't pass out.
Well, you tried.
We tried.
You completed your aspiration goal. So.
I did meet her. I have met her. Let's get out of here. Okay, so yeah, now I can write a horror book. I've unlocked the ability to do that, and that's very exciting to me, I think. So, and we've got work in a few hours, so let's go ahead and go home. 3 hours, it says. We could do a little tour of the neighborhood while we wait for that. So this is the area where we have a Family Day festival. Up here we have a Celebration of Life festival. There's this little playground where these specters hang out around. One's named Freddy. And
I love that we were able to pull these forward. They're so cute.
Yeah, they aren't everywhere, but they definitely hang out in the little kidsy area. Sometimes the swing swings on its own, and it's very scary.
Again, like I just have the image of a swing, like swinging on its own at night from like various things I watched as a kid.
Yeah, I may not do it, so we'll move on, but it's creepy when it does. This is Moppy the goat. Look at this beautiful statue. I love this one, like a statue fountain.
Heavy goat motif.
This is our city hall, so you can read a billboard about or use the amenities to help your needs. You can start a will here. You can use this to focus on the different areas around the area if you're wanting to find like where all the points of interest are. Yeah, this is a nice quality of life
thing to be added. Sometimes it can be hard to find things in the world, especially you don't know what you're looking for, and you can use this to try and just move the camera over to an area you should look at.
You can also read ancient archives, go in there and have some fun story moments.
I love our adventure moments.
There are these houses that looks like there's a party going on inside.
Like a rave going on there, or ghosts.
If you're a ghost, you can go in there and infest them. And if you're a normal, so you can go cleanse them. But that's not the one. These two right here. They're like the twin haunted houses here in the neighborhood you can go explore. This is one of our starter homes that you can live in. Up here is a starter plus, so 3 Sims can move in as a starter home. And then over here we have the Spectre family, who you've seen pop up in menus a few times. This is where they live. And I'm not sure we'll get to see it today, but there's a very creepy basement in this
We'll see how much time we have. I love the neighborhood, though. It's beautiful.
This is the crypt that you can explore. You can nap in. You can use it to join the Undertaker career, which we haven't talked about. So Undertaker career is a new career that you can be a funeral director or a mortician in. It's more realistic, and it's the more classic rabbit hole style career versus the Reaper one, which is an active profession where you go there and you're doing the work.
You also can woohoo in it. Just thought I'd get that out of the way.
You can definitely woohoo in this crypt as well. We've added a few places you can woohoo in this pack. So there's this. We added in coffins. So you can woohoo in a coffin.
Who's that fellow?
This fellow is the Mysterious Merchant. So he has some special interactions on him.
Definitely not shady.
He is shady. You want to talk about him?
Well, you can purchase an air quotes authentic pre-made will from him.
That doesn't sound
totally
like that's
legit.
Bad. You can also just purchase wares. He has some souls you can buy, and I use it to help me meet my quota at work.
Very trustworthy.
Yeah. And then if you're a ghost and you've created Fear or Goodwill Essence, you can also use that to sell them. So it's a way you can earn money while haunting as a ghost. So he's pretty cool and interesting. Good luck if he makes your will. He's haunting that. And we have work here in 12 minutes. So that's just perfect timing. This is our cemetery. But these can be placed. This is a new venue type that can be placed in any world, any lot that you'd like to turn into one. But this one's beautiful. So let's get ready to go to work. Death calls. It's time for Summer to head to work. Care to join her, or should Summer reap alone?
Join.
We should join.
I keep joking that Morgan is going to click on send alone by accident when she says end the stream.
Yeah, that could happen. So this career, it's an active one we're playing, and I'm a level 9, and at level 9 it's definitely like a different type of gameplay than you will experience at level 1. So it really progresses as you level up, and then day to day.
Yeah, we haven't done an active career in a minute. Really, with this one, we really tried to make it so each day has a lot of unique activities that as you progress through the career, there's new events, new things being thrown at you. And this one's a lot of fun. Like, definitely keep coming back to this one. You can see a variety of interesting events unfold. I also just love the build of the Headless Quarters. Like, it's such an ominous place, but it's kind of like charming in a very tongue-in-cheek way. It feels almost like a creepy office job.
It does. I love this a lot. I love like the workplace motivational posters. You know,
it's all grim.
This is Grimm's desk. This is the rewards you get if you meet your soul quota. You can see obviously your boss is Grimm, who Summer is romantic with.
Scandalous.
Scandalous. This is Grimm's personal crow. And then downstairs we have my favorite motivational poster, which
Employee of the Month. It's Grimm. It's always Grimm.
There's this dummy you can go over here. You can practice your reaping on. There are these scrying things, scrying bowls. I love the gnome.
The gnome, the little Reaper gnome.
It's so
It's
cool.
really cute.
So yeah, let's go ahead and start doing our work for the day. So our first objective here is to scry for an assignment. So let's go on down here and scry for an assignment.
What's a scrying mole got for us?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out what is going to happen today because you never know. I have hopes and dreams on which one we'll get, but we'll see. I like the one where you get to choose if you reap them or not.
Oh
and they
yeah,
plead.
some of them they'll plead for their life, and it's up to you to decide whether or not you want to go through with it.
Okay, a crisis call is coming in. Sims with a sweet tooth have been tricked by a mischievous cow plant. Be ready to reap a few Sims that have gotten their just desserts.
Oh, fun. Yeah, so there's a bunch of different events. I think another one is there's a comedy club where a comedian told a joke that's so funny it knocked them all dead.
Yeah.
So, like, you'll have different challenges like this you'll go to.
Sometimes there's, like, portals will open up everywhere and you'll have to close them and, like, prepare the soul, like, portal over here. But we're gonna, apparently a cow plant has gone wild. So let's go deal with that. Let's travel there. So would I like to travel? Yes. Let's see what's happened. I haven't gotten this one in a while. But I love a good cow plant.
Cow plants creep me out. I don't know if I already told this. Like, carnivorous plants creep me out.
So I think this is Brindleton Bay.
Wow, that's that cow plant. There's a lot of death Sims.
Yep, got him. Okay, let's go investigate just to prove that it was the cow plant on these Sims.
I'm just saying, I would not. If I saw a cow plant in real life, I would run or get a flamethrower.
Get him over here. I hope somebody else gets got while we're here. Okay, so she's going to do some investigating and make sure that that is what is going on in this situation.
And a lot of the gameplay of the day-to-day of the Reaper career is to try and make the preparations to do the perfect soul taking, or the perfect reap, if you will. And it will be things like you can perform scythe maintenance, you can do some research on the target, you can analyze death trends, and it's all in preparation for that moment where you try and take the soul.
So will these ever be Sims I've played here?
Yeah, that's the interesting thing about this. Sometimes you might actually see Sims that you know that are potentially dying, but you will always have the chance to spare them if they're a Sim from your playthrough. So it's not going to like randomly kill a Sim that you really care about.
So these are like randomly generated ones that we have here
Right.
that have died, not ones that matter to players.
Yeah.
But in the events where you get to say yes or no, those are the ones. I always reap them because I have a quota to make.
I think it's fun if you just lean into it. I think like with this pack, I know there's some hesitation to let Sims die. With this pack, really, we've leaned into making it less punishing to have a Sim die, and also more exciting. Like there's a lot more you can do with death now.
So we're almost there. She's taking a while.
There's a lot of bodies here.
Yep. So she's going to determine the cause of death. Yep, she's able to confidently prescribe it. The death was caused by cowplant devourment, falsified cake, the ultimate betrayal.
I mean, I feel like the conclusion was obvious here that the cowplant had something to do with it, but I guess we have to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt.
I think another thing I love about this career is the text. Like, it's just very tongue-in-cheek, and everything that happens, I'm always laughing at it. Like, I love that personally. So we are collecting souls.
You do a fancier collection than that.
We'll do a flamboyant one.
Oh, did you just fail?
Oh, yep, I did just fail. I didn't prepare enough going in. Okay, let's collect it carefully this time. There we go.
Some level 9 Reaper you are.
I know. Let's collect it like Grim.
Oh, fancy.
Oh, fancy. Okay, I like these ones because this gives me so many souls for
It's a
my
very
quota
profitable
this week.
day, yeah.
Imagine you're sitting there and grandma's
All right, we
dying
have
and
done
you've
it.
begged for grandma's life.
So,
And then they're
let's
like,
go ahead
nah,
and return to
grandma's
the
going,
office
sorry.
then.
And then they struggle to reap her. They're just sitting there like,
Sometimes if like somebody was like asking you not to reap them, you have to console them and like go around. You can sometimes ask the urns for a review, which I think is hilarious.
You can spare them. I never do. I'm here to do a job.
So now we are going to release all our souls. So
and like your children are just crying. And then they're struggling to get grandma to go.
And I did not know you could use the souls from Waylon for this until you told me about that. That is fun.
Yeah, whenever you have a soul in your inventory, you can go release it. And I've got a quota to make. So I guess if you were like a very generous person, you didn't want to take people's souls, you could go to Waylon and take those souls instead.
Analyze some death trends.
Yeah, so there's some other fun interactions around here you can do. So we could go practice our reaping, but it's asking us to analyze our death trends. So let's go ahead and analyze some death trends here on the computer. And this is like the tongue-in-cheek office job style version of these. But I think there's some like really fun story moments that come with these, so I enjoy doing them. There's more to life.
Oh my
gosh.
Puns. Stats say that death by killer rabbit is not trending as high as it could be. This gives Summer an idea. What if Grim could start a petting zoo featuring these fluffy little monsters? This idea could certainly increase the stats, but how could we promote this endeavor? Surely we would need to warn some of the potential dangers, or do we?
No.
Are we warning them? We're not. Advertising a fluffy pet.
The bunny's really gonna pull their weight, you guys.
Grim is impressed by Summer's initiative. Scouting the perfect location is in progress as we speak. Relationship gained with Grim.
Nice.
Yep. Okay. So that was fun. Let's see. We can also. I like scrying for lost souls. It's not an objective right now, but I'll do it because I think it's fun. I like the stories that pop up with these ones too a lot. Wayward Souls. Do you want to read it?
Sure. While gazing into the swirling vortex, Summer is able to see Waylon has some souls in his wares that have not been authorized by Grim. Should she send a coworker to the crypt and handle Waylon, or just let it go? This is like your source, isn't it?
Yeah, this is like my source. I'm not going to turn him in.
Yeah, don't snitch on Waylon.
Yeah, I'm not going to snitch on him. Let's let it go. I need those souls. Summer decides to let it go, but Grim is displeased.
Oh, no.
Apparently, Grim places loyalty above all else. Well, I wasn't going to tell on him. So,
your soul dealer.
Yeah. Oh, this is the guy that I have a romance with that I don't know why. I guess he's a coworker.
Wow, scandalous.
Okay, so we can also plan our reaping schedules. I'll just fast forward here just so we can get through everything in the live stream today. But there's a lot of fun stuff from looking up historical deaths to other things you can do around here. And I think it's super fun to explore. I only did silver
I like
today.
active careers. It's nice to do them again.
Okay. But I still make good money.
You make a lot of... Oh, yeah, you're rank 9.
Yeah. You make a lot of money. The souls business is a lucrative business.
Stonks.
So I've been planning that when we get back from work, we would plan a funeral for my mother.
Okay.
So that is my plan here. Let's go ahead and do that. And I will fix my needs, just cheat it for the live stream. So, and then I will also cheat my daughter's needs really quick. And send her downstairs. And then, so you can plan a funeral via the calendar or the phone. If you go here, you can scroll down, add a funeral event. But my new favorite way you can do this is actually on the urn itself. Mm-hmm. I think it's really quick, and it also puts in the sim from the urn so it's a little bit quicker to do.
Yeah.
You want to tell us about planning funerals?
Yeah, so you can invite guests. You can also have hired mourners, which I think is really fun. Personally, when I die, I want to hire a mourner, just a woman dressed in all black that carries a black umbrella and wears black sunglasses. It stands by herself in the rain, doesn't talk to anyone, so people think I live a very sordid and adventurous life. You also set a guest attire, so a dress code, colors, everything you may expect there.
And the activities.
Yeah, and what are those highlighted ones being?
The highlighted ones are ones that her mother said that she wanted. You can see their desired activities from the departed. So in her will, her mother had said, I want all of these. So as a loving daughter, we will select the ones that her mother wanted and not the other ones as our activities for this. And then sometimes the departed does show up. So
Yeah.
want to make sure she likes it.
You
And
can
then
select any number of locations. There's a whole lot of locations you can have a funeral at.
So we'll choose this one here at home since I've already planned and set up for it. And yeah, we really wanted to give people flexibility to tell different stories with their funerals and their sims. So lots of options there, and these act a little bit more like a wake.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to characterize it. These are more of a wake where it's about kind of just hanging out and like commemorating the dead and helping each other grieve than it is like a formal, like everyone sits down for like the closing of the casket and that kind of thing.
She's still in her work outfit, so I'm going to tell her to change into her party outfit, which is beautiful. I love the sleeves on this one. I think it's so good. All right. And I've already done a little bit of decorating around here, but as people arrive, let's go ahead and click on this and let's just have a moment of silence so people can arrive to this moment of silence. I invited some ghosts. So this is actually my deceased father. And then I invited my deceased husband. Oh, he's over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of my coworkers. Good turnout. Yeah, a lot of people came. So, yeah, people are coming. We're all having a moment of silence at the moment. But we can also... Oh, yeah?
Oh, I was going to say, I love the memorial displays we added here.
Yes.
They're really customizable.
Look at their posing.
We wanted this to be an
Their
open thing where you can tell the stories you want to tell about the specific sim. So, like, if the sim was perhaps a writer, you could put books on here if you wanted, or if they're into music, you could put some CDs on here.
We have 3 objects on here. So I just dedicated this display to Marie. And because this portrait was on here, it automatically updated with her picture, but I could also update it here and assign it to somebody different if I wanted. And it updates with a picture of them right before they died.
Yeah.
So if you change them as a ghost, this is what Marie looked like, and she doesn't look like a ghost here. So it's really nice. So if I forgot to take a picture of her, then I have one. You could also slot in pictures from your wall. So if you like took an actual picture with a camera, you could put it in here. And I think it's a wonderful way to memorialize your Sims.
My favorite thing is these messengers we add, these little mushroom fellas.
They're so sweet.
And you leave a little message, and the idea is they carry that message on to the afterlife for that person.
If you're into build by text, I definitely read that one because it's super sweet and there's some fun lore with it. There is also the
Nova
urns
wrote all these,
where
by the
you
way,
can now update which urn you want to have
the
displayed.
item descriptions.
So if I wanted to put it down here on the floor, I could display as a gravestone or an urn, and I could choose whichever ones I wanted. So I could choose to display it like this.
That one's bigger than I thought it was.
I could choose to display it like this. And this is part of the base game update that you can display them as whatever ones you have available. And then we also have this casket where if I wanted, I could even put... Oh, she's using it right now. She's lighting a candle for it. Okay. I could also put it in the casket, and then she's in there. And now I can also place funerary drapes on it.
Yeah, I love putting things on top of it. I think it looks great.
It does. And then the flower spray tribute, so you can kind of customize how you want this to look. We can also put it back, and then let's just make this urn look like...
I like the vampire one.
Okay, we'll do the vampire one. This is from the Vampires expansion pack. And then, yeah, we could do a eulogy. So people will kind of be going around and mourning in their own way, doing their own sort of thing. But there are certain things like eulogizing or the moment of silence where they'll come over and participate.
Yeah, I like planting something for the person. I think that's very cycle of life-y.
That's my favorite interaction. You can go over here, you can plant something for them, and then you have that object to remember them by. You can pour one out. And even if you didn't select it, those are still available as interactions that you're able to do. These are just sort of the guide for what you
it's more, the funeral / wake is more about freeform storytelling. Like, how do you want to commemorate this sim?
Yeah. So I also, while we're here, I wanted to work on our quest that we have going.
Oh, yeah.
With Nyan.
For
Did he
tarot.
leave? Where is he at? Let's focus camera. Oh, he's in the back. Oh, we could show these too. So we also have these grave sites, which you can slot on and move on gravestones and urns as well. And you can change them to stone or to dirt. And if I wanted, I could also... There's like a lot of different variant options for these, for what they look like too, which is really nice. I clicked away just a second. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So those are super cool, and you can tend them, mourn them whenever it's slotted in. But sorry, like I was saying, I got distracted. This is everyone might recognize the sim. This is Nyan Spectre.
Yeah.
He had a previous name. What was it?
I've only ever known them as Nyan. Okay, it's Nervous.
Nervous.
This is previously Nervous Subject in the Sims 2 rendition.
Spoilers.
But sort of like a pre-nervous, like if he was never given away. He's actually a teenage here. He's a teenager and lives with his mother, Olive. So I'm not going to spoil too much, but he has an interesting birthmark.
Yes,
How
he
did he get
does.
that?
Again.
Yeah.
It's
So
canon
really
again.
excited about this sim.
It's
and
canon.
I'm already on a quest for him. It's one of our tarot quests. So I'm going to go over here.
Oh my God, it's
and-
canon now.
I hope he'll just pop up so I have to go look. But let's go find him. Let's stop eulogizing. Where is he going?
Thank you, Goose.
Oh, he might be coming
also,
to
Willow, thank you for
Eulogy,
27 months earlier too, Willow.
Okay, let's report our findings on this quest to him. Okay, we don't have to go there anymore. I'm sorry. So we're going to report our findings on this quest. It was one that I've mostly completed already. I just haven't given it back to him. And
Ooh, one of the tarot cards. Father Winter?
yeah, that was the Father Winter, the Advocate one. And you can see it's now here in our inventory. And we can actually ask him for a new quest to offer to help with favor. And the reason why I knew that he was somebody I could offer to help, we'll show in a moment, but this is the one I already completed. Yep. This is the other one. You want to read it?
Yeah, strange or just strange. Grim is as mystifying as the baleful bog itself. But I am no fool. I know he'd be around more if he could, but he's got a business to run. Could you do me a favor? Deliver this to him. It's our own inside joke. You never know when death will come. Funny, right? I hate that you made me read that.
I made you read it on purpose because I knew you'd hate that I made you read that.
I don't do dad jokes.
So we can pick up this quest to do, and now we will get another tarot card when we complete this one. So that is exciting. But if you ever are wanting to know who has the tarot quests in each of the 3 neighborhoods, I'll just teleport over here.
Cheater.
Yep. So each of these, there are these tarot tomes. So you can go find them. You can go view them. And you can learn about the Order of Lenore, which has some very fun lore, and I really enjoy it.
Yeah, this is a really in-depth collection / kind of quest line almost.
Mm-hmm. And these 4 sims each have quests that you can do. There are also other ways you can find tarot cards, but different from a lot of collections, there's a unique way to find each one.
Yeah, every card has a unique method of obtaining it. And we've done a really helpful thing here.
We have a lot of collections because we have all packs. So with the tarot cards, when you hover over here, it gives you hints if you don't have it.
Yeah, since these are all acquired through unique methods, you can get an update of how you might
need
find
all of
them
those
through
as
this
cards
menu.
immediately.
Yeah. And you can see
They're
there
so
are
pretty.
a lot of them.
I love the art for these. I think we'll show more of this later when we get to Bill Bly.
But Jessica, what if I wanted to play with tarot and I haven't collected the tarot collection yet?
So, yeah, the tarot collection is quite in-depth to get, but if you just want a basic tarot deck to do some readings with, you can get it from Build By directly. If you do the collection, you get a more advanced version that has some additional effects. But the basic tarot deck is totally purchasable.
So I think I have one right here, the Bibbidi Basics tarot deck. And I could just draw a nightly reading if I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
So, but if I get the collection one here, I can create this in its own deck and it has some magical interactions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's very fun. Cups reversed. Half full of emotions, but empty of the energy needed to process them. Your cup needs more time to equalize. Fill your needs. You can mop up after. Crying it out or using a voodoo doll is desired. So they kind of give you hints and like help you know what you should be doing to see the gameplay relating to these whenever it happens. All right. So I love the art for these. I think that's one of my favorite things about it.
Yeah, like we'll show more when we get to the build section, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna show it off. There is a picture where we can have all the art on it, so that's amazing.
They're all beautiful, and they're deep cuts of Sims lore.
We are still currently experiencing our funeral, and I think it's about the time that if Poppy, in around 4 hours, if she was going to develop a grief type, it would be happening.
Yeah, they won't always. I think that is one of the big things. It's a variety of different reactions and impacts on Sims based on who they are. Because I think making each Sim feel a little bit more unique in this regard is really important for storytelling.
It's so creepy at night here with the fog. I was just curious if we get to see their swing. There's also, so this neighborhood, oh, did you see it?
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah. So yeah, there's also a lot of ghosts here because this neighborhood in specific is very haunted. It's very thin on the veil. And it's not like an afterlife neighborhood, but it's, yeah. So I think this is a great place for both living and deceased Sims to live personally.
It's fun if you're a macabre Sim.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. 36 minutes. And I think she has around 2 hours left. So we'll see if she gets the grief type here. But I was also planning on whenever people leave for this funeral, I was going to show a new interaction that are on the graves, but you have to have them not present to see it. So everyone should go away, please. Thank you for returning.
Get out of here.
Okay, so he left. So if I wanted now, we have a new interaction that helps you just play ghosts quicker, which is add ghosts to household.
Yeah, we tried to really ungate getting a ghost into your Sims gameplay. As you guys probably have seen, you can now make them in cast directly, but you can also add them to this method.
So let's just go ahead and add them to the household and see that Noelle is now a member of this house. And how's she doing?
15 minutes.
15 minutes. Let's just see. She might not have gotten one this time.
Did she hold it together?
I think she might have held it together.
Okay, so yeah, like you won't always get a grief outcome.
Yeah. So, yep, I don't think she did this time. But let's go ahead then and look at the next thing we were going to look at, which is killing off a Sim.
Are you gonna provoke Mr. Chaos? This is a bad idea.
Well, this is our new death. There's a few different ways you can die in this pack. So the elder age, if you have life and death, you can die in your sleep sometimes more gracefully than falling on the floor.
This one's a little more grisly.
I love this one. And then I'll call it the next one whenever we see it later. Oh, it almost killed us.
A close encounter with death. You're on my list, Summer. You've been pushing the line, living dangerously. Perhaps you think you're immune to the consequences of your actions. Perhaps you're brave, or perhaps you're just foolish. But let me make this clear. You are on very, very thin ice. After your latest brush with death, I'll be keeping a particularly close eye on you. And if you even think about stepping one toe out of line, I'll be there to collect your soul. I like you, Summer. But as you spend the next few days reeling from your near-death experience, you should know that you're on death's doorstep. It would be wise of you to be careful. Your next mistake will be your last.
I love it when Grim yells at you. Like
it's a very ominous pop-up.
I think it's so good. It makes me feel all like every time it happens.
Grim's fingernails upset me.
They're coffin shaped. So real me would be like, I'm sorry. But Summer's gonna say, you can't scare me.
I'm sure this isn't a bad idea at all.
Does he have a nail person to die for?
He flew off. So he can't kill us at the moment, but he'll come back, I'm sure.
I went off on a trip. I'm sure the crow has things to do, places to be, but it will come back in a moment.
We could show off. He's a ghost, so we could show off some ghost stuff while we wait.
Oh, the woohoo.
Yeah. So this panel here is our new Ghost Mastery.
Yeah,
in the Simology panel.
So ghosts are now a full occult, and that's a thing that players really wanted. As you use your ghost powers to cause emotional impacts on the living, you'll get points, which let you basically level up your ghost powers. There's kind of a morality system of good and, well, let's say malevolent and benevolent powers. So the more malevolent ones might be curses or scaring people. The benevolent ones will be making people feel relief and like repairing things. And there's also neutral powers if you want to do things like disable motive drain and that kind of thing.
This one lets you teleport, and this
The
one
woohoo one
unlocks Transcendent Woohoo.
Which lets you woohoo with a living sim as a ghost.
As a ghost in an object.
Yeah, in any object that you can possess.
So 2 ghosts can possess woohoo now in any object, or almost any object within reason.
Mr.
There's
Chaos
a lot
is
of
back.
them. But a living in a ghost sim normally cannot possess woohoo, but if you have the transcendent woohoo, they can transcendent woohoo. So these 2 can woohoo. Transcendent woohoo with Summer. We're going to select it.
So exciting.
Okay. Don't make food. I want you to go do that. Okay. So he's going to ask. Oh, that's from a different expansion pack, so ignore that. And okay. So they're going to do some transcendent woohoo here.
You can do this in so many objects. Like I said, we know what you're about.
Like we could the bookcase
You know what you're about.
to the TV.
It's like pretty much almost
Thank
anything
you for the
can
follow,
possess.
by the way.
I love the audio for this one. It's
Oh,
so
man.
like ghostly.
I was doing some research getting ready for the stream and playing at home, and my 2 sims were woohooing inside a TV set, and my girlfriend walked by. She's like, what the heck is going on your screen? It's like, don't worry about it. It's the Sims.
Just Sims things.
Yeah, just Sims things.
Yep.
This is how you void a warranty.
Oh gosh. So there's this woohoo, there's the coffin woohoo, and there's the crypt woohoo in this expansion. More woohoo than I expected in an expansion about death, but here we are.
What would it be like?
It's the Sims.
All right.
So she also has a new interaction on her husband, or her ex-husband. She's now widowed, actually, which is new.
Yeah.
And now I can go here to our relationship, and I can actually choose to ask to stay married.
Yeah, this enables both stories, because I think some players will want to be widowed if their sim partner dies,
Mhm.
and some players will want to tell the story of the love that lasts through death. So now you've got that option.
Yeah, I think that's a really nice touch. And let's go ahead and go here, and once again, let's try to provoke Mr. Chaos. Because I was going to try to get her killed.
They're busy.
Love reunited only for it to be torn apart.
I wonder
Again.
if you can
Uh-oh.
have like the attraction
Wow.
things. I wonder if
The
you have
red
a sim
eyes?
that would be attracted to living
The
people
red eye's
or
given away.
ghosts. That almost went to necrophiliac vibes for a second.
That is a
Ghosts
strong
or people
crow.
that are
It
not
is a
ghosts.
strong crow.
Oh, no.
I give you
Probably not.
everyone
Then wait.
the
I was like, I
murder.
don't know.
Death by murder crows.
I was like, as I was saying, it, I was like,
Grimm's
wait,
here.
no.
Goodness me, so annoyed. It's like, I told you what would happen.
I told you.
I warned you.
I warned you.
No.
So, oh, I was going to show this off. This is exciting. So we have more choices where you can challenge Grimm to spare the
yeah.
life now. So I put some objects down. I put one from Growing Together, which is the hopscotch, and one for chess.
Okay, chess with the Grim Reaper, very iconic.
Yes.
Hopscotch the Grim Reaper,
You can
less
challenge
iconic, but I
them.
like the energy.
It's my favorite one. There's a bunch of others, like there's the basketball. You can play basketball and stuff, but there's a bunch of other ones. But this one is hilarious to me because he doesn't have feet, and so you go do it, and he's just like cheating.
Grim is very good at games.
He is. It's not very likely that you'll beat him, but I want her to die, so I'm not going to challenge him. But because who knows? Maybe Noelle's got game. We'll see, or we won't see, because I don't want to find out.
Oh, Poppy.
So
Life comes at you fast.
it
Death comes
does.
at you faster.
Poor Poppy. Poppy's like, I just got over my grandma. Really?
Well, now you got 2 ghost parents. You'll be fine.
Yeah. So this is an updated menu here. This is part of, well, this is actually part base game update, part life and death.
Yeah.
So do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, so Playable Ghost. If you want to just continue playing as a ghost, now you just click Playable Ghost. We made it a lot easier to become a ghost and get ghosts in your gameplay. If you don't want to control the sim, you can have them become a free roaming ghost. And then if you've unlocked it, you can also do Rebirth, which I think we're going to dive into a little bit later. Or...
Yeah, we're going to do it through gameplay.
Okay.
So you can choose it right now, but if you also want to do your unfinished business first, you probably want to stick around as a playable ghost.
Yeah.
So we're going to become a playable ghost. We already showed you the ghost panel with Ghost Mastery on Noelle. So I'll just show you really quick, though, that our soul's journey, we have unlocked the second part here.
Now it becomes unfinished business. And if you complete this all the way, you'll get the ability to rebirth as a burning soul, which is a very powerful trait. I'll tell you more about it when we get to that part.
Yeah, definitely. And then also just for funsies with the base game update, we updated the needs so that they have new, spookier style. Like...
Yeah. This is a small thing, but I know players wanted it. Just make it more sensible that you have things like a bladder need as a ghost.
Another awesome
Is Bryn
thing.
consoling Poppy? That's cute.
I think so. That's really sweet. Don't trust him. No, wait. She is his kid.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Okay, so another thing you can do with life and death is you can set ghost color. So you see that she just became happy, so she became green. So by default, ghosts follow their mood.
Right.
But we added this, so if you don't want to have a mood-based color, you could choose a color and they'll just stay that color
My
all the
ghost
time.
will always be pink, obviously.
Yes, I like the pink one too.
Yeah.
I think in real life, I'm not sure if I want to be pink, but I love this look on a ghost. So let's go ahead and go show off Rebirth really quick. To do that, we are going to have to
the
travel.
afterlife.
Yeah.
To the Baleful Bog.
To the Baleful Bog.
Poppy pink, yes. I want to restart JBL, guys. I'm just kidding.
We can check out this map a little bit later. But we are going to go here to Club Eternity, to the nightclub.
I love me a ghostly
I could
nightclub.
do it on YouTube.
I do too.
Actually.
This place
Especially this
looks
one.
classy. Looks bougie.
I feel like that's one of the things you're most excited about at the beginning of this pack. Was
I
you're like...
love a good club.
Yeah.
In real life or in The Sims.
This one's a cool looking one. The builders did amazing. All right, so this is...
It is gorgeous.
This is Club
The color was
Eternity.
either-
I love it.
The
Lots of ghosts
wallpaper
come here.
is so
It was
good.
the animation that
Like
told
little
about wet death.
booths,
So like if they were
like-
dripping with water,
Classy place.
but then their
This
color
is
was
the
their
kind of place that has a
mood.
password to enter
you know what I
in real
mean?
life.
So let's go over here.
The animation
We can
would
check
be
this
how
out
they
more
died, but then
later
their mood is their
during the
color
world
in
overview
past.
section. But you can have an out-of-body experience.
Yeah,
This
if you
is
wanna-
the Baleful Bog.
If you want to play with death, as it were, if you want to be a temporary ghost, you have an out-of-body experience by swimming here.
I can't do it right now because I'm already a ghost.
You're already a ghost. You can't be a double ghost.
If you do it too much, that's one of the ways you can die.
Yep.
We also have our ghostly cow plant
Oh,
here. Percival the
Percival,
patient.
is that what we named it?
And you can get these through satisfaction points in the reward store. So if you wanted to get your own ghostly cow plant, that's how you can get it. So she's still coming over here. Okay.
I love this
She
neighborhood.
is here.
So spooky.
And we are going to experience rebirth. So we tell her to go on out to have rebirth.
So this is a really exciting feature for me. Like, this allows you to start doing generational gameplay with just one sim. I'm the kind of player, I'll just admit it, I tend to only play 1 or 2 sims, and I want to do everything with them, and I never let them die. I just like find every in-game way of extending their lifespan. But now I can
I
actually
kill
have...
my sims.
You're a generational player. But like now I can actually do that gameplay, and I can do multiple cycles of the Sims. I'm really excited to see what you guys do with this. Like, I want to see like 100 rebirth challenge or something, like all the lives of this one Sim.
It is really fun. And I feel like I'm curious if there will be any new challenges around this, but also it's really cool for legacy gameplay.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to quite give up that sim yet, but you want to like tell a new story. And
don't be scared to lose them because you can keep on using them.
so on this screen, you're going to choose where you're going to live. I'm going to go to Willow Creek, and I'm going to choose the Goth household.
Of course.
Yes. You can choose an empty household and start brand new and fresh, but I want to be reborn into the Goth family here. So I'm going to choose Rebirth, and we load into Create a Sim. Originally, your sim will always start out as the genetic, like, exact of their previous life. So if you want to tell that story where you always look like you did in a previous life, you can. You can also, though, choose... If I wanted to do genetics, I could play with the Sims genetics in this little pop-up here.
Make him look like a goth.
I could look like the actual child of the goths. So this gives me their genetics. And then if I am older, you can see I look like them. And then if I want to reset to resemble my past life, that's also an option where you can go back to it and get that again. We wanted you to be able to be reborn as any age group you wanted to tell that story.
Yeah, and depending on how far you got in your soul journey, when you are rebirthed, you might have things like the burning soul trait. You might be able to recall past life to get your old reward traits back and carry them on into the next playthrough. It's kind of like a New Game Plus in a way.
As well as like sentiments. You can also go here and you can like choose new relationship with these people if you want. So that's really nice that you can do that. Let's see. So let's go ahead and make her an infant for this. Oh, you could also be reborn as an occult if you have these expansion packs.
Love it.
And you can also be reborn if I want as a ghost. So
if you're older.
If I'm a little bit older here, I can also choose a ghost. And this is part of the base game update, being able to choose a death type for your ghost. But you can also do an occult with a ghost.
I love that we're able to do this. The idea of being like a ghost vampire, ghost werewolf, very exciting to me.
Yeah, you could actually do it before this pack came out, but now that so we wanted to support being able to do that for sure. All right, so let's go ahead and have her be reborn as an infant.
Adorable.
And this will be her mother, father, sister, brother. And then let's go ahead then. Summer Goth.
And as you play through again, you're going to notice like different impacts of interacting with folks from your past life. Think almost deja vu, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Like if you had a past soulmate and you're not related to them whenever you're reborn, then you could potentially find that, or like a friend, rather than like it being like a family member. It's like all about your connection with someone from before. And then there's this adorable little like rebirth animation, whatever you...
Yeah, this thing.
I love this. I love that if you're an adult, it can fail.
The face plant?
Yeah. It can be a nice one, or you can just like face flat on the sidewalk.
Adorable.
And all of them realize, that they have this new sim in their family that's like a new family member for them. And
cute.
It's just such a nice little story. All right. So I think this is everything we wanted to show for our initial part of gameplay.
Do we want to throw it over to our fellow Grim Turns?
Yeah, let's go ahead and throw it on over to Mercy and to Mike to look at Cass.
See you guys.
See you later.
So, I'm Mercy, the host of Behind the Sims, but a Grim Turn reached out to me and asked if I'd like to participate in the developer live stream to showcase the Create a Sim. So I said yes, because if you don't know something about me, I love Create a Sim. All of my, not all obviously, but a good portion of my hours in this game are in Create a Sim. So I'm really excited to be here to show you guys all these amazing items, because like many Create a Sim fans, I love a good townie makeover. So we're going to walk through it with the Goth family. And I have Mike, the art director, to talk us through it. Hi, Mike.
Hey, Mercy. Hey, I'm Mike. I'm the art director on this pack.
Thanks for joining, Mike. So, okay, this is really exciting. I want to walk you guys through just this family. We all know the Goths, but I went ahead and added some additions, including Gunther Goth and Cornelia Goth as ghosts, because you can create ghosts in Create a Sim.
Like their parents,
and if you
or
know,
something.
you know. Gunther Goth and Cornelia Goth, if you don't know, are actually the parents of Mortimer, but I killed them off because they are no longer a part of us, and you are able to do that in this pack with the features that they brought into the base game. So Death by Fire, again, if you know, you know. But regardless, one of the cool things about Creative is that they added ghost assets. So I'm really excited to
I
walk
like
you
her
guys through the
dress.
specific ghost assets, but
It's very
I'm getting ahead of
old-timey
myself.
Victorian.
We're going to jump into the actual living, and then we'll go into the dead.
I
So
like how this is
Mike,
very Victorian.
I gotta
so it's
ask,
old. Like,
where are we
you know.
starting? Matriarch, patriarch? Like, I want options.
Always matriarch.
There's so many good things in this deck. Okay, cool. We'll go with the matriarch. So, Bella Goth, ready everyone for the makeover? 1, 2, 3, bam. I mean, she's stunning. I love these items. Mike, why don't you walk us through the thought process for some of these Creative Sim items, the styles, the designs,
Yeah.
and I'll kind of showcase all the different items here.
Yeah, thank you. We were internally calling the aesthetic Death Shroud Core because it pulls from, it takes cues from clothing and designs that are traditionally associated with death, funerals, and mourning attire in a lot of places around the world. So you'll see lots of layers and sheer materials, and materials like a sheer satin that is associated with death because it's the thin veil between this world and the next. So, and then we tried to interject any symbolism that is known around the world as being associated with death, like you see the feathers on the collar or cameos that are popular with macabre players. Little bits like that we tried to stick everywhere.
This feather collar, I know our amazing developers are rocking it right now, but I am such a fan of this fit.
Oh yeah.
I was like, like the Black
This
Widow
one also
challenge. I cannot wait to see all the simmers out there really showcasing their Black Widow styles with this pack. Because funeral chic is what we'll call it. I'm gonna call it funeral chic.
But
you want to kind of talk us through? Oh, Death Shroud Core. Noted. Noted. So yeah, why don't you tell us a little bit about like the design choices, the color choices? I'm walking through some of the things with our dear old Bella, but I definitely want to hear like the inspiration, the choices. What are some of the items and symbols that players should look out for when they're playing this pack?
Yeah. Start with color. That in any traditional cast, we're trying to give you a full range, right? So one asset has a lot of usability, right? So we try to give you warm colors, cool colors, basics, black, white, neutrals. And if we're going macabre, we were trying to find a way to still give you those warms and cools, but not give you a bright red, right? So how do we still make it feel macabre? So you see a lot of these have ombres. They have these color gradients that are suggestive of ghostly, ethereal feeling. Always assets that feel appropriate to wear to awake. You'll see the nails are coffin shaped. The cameos.
As a nail girly?
Yeah. And you'll see the cameos, the hardware, the buckles, everything is always the collars. It's always trying to point to something that's symbolic, associated with death. Like the belt here has a memento mori buckle, and you'll see butterfly collars, butterflies associated with death or feathers, or just everywhere we could. We tried to interject that kind of universal symbolism of death.
Okay, speaking of that, we're gonna go to our next doll. This is Cassandra, who is now officially everyone's favorite day of the week because boom, like, I love these fits. I love the item choices that you guys used. I really like how it's leaning into that really like macabre style. I have so many Sims in my game that I could tell different stories with. One of my favorite parts of Creative Sim is that I can create so many different diverse stories just with clothing. And I think this pack nailed it because I mean, come on. Like, if you knew me in a certain era, this is exactly what I wore. I love the tops. I like that we put in details with the sleeves, the cut throughs, the cutaways, and I like again that it wasn't just thought of as like items for like young adults, but like even teens too, because like the belt loops. I had this. I wore this. This was a look.
Yeah, we were definitely approaching it as this whole family is macabre, but the different ages might approach it differently, right? Where there's a little more contemporary for the teen, where the matriarch might have something that's a little more Victorian leaning.
I think these outfits are so cute. I love a good mix and match. Did you guys find it challenging to be able to create so many mix and match pieces? Because, like, as I was playing this and kind of giving them their makeover, I was like, man, there's so many pairings and outfits that you could put together. I'm definitely going to hop into the shoes in just a second. But yeah, just want to ask you guys about your pairings and how you put everything together.
It almost feels Western.
Yeah, we do a lot
like
of
in a
paper
cool way, like a
doll.
goth
we
way, like
take
goth
the concept
Western.
of the separates and make
Doesn't
sure
that feel goth
this can
Western?
work with that. Sometimes
so
it's
cool.
combinations
I like that
you
top.
don't expect to work, but they do, and try to make sure we don't leave anything hanging, right? That this doesn't have any pairings, or hey, this gave me an idea. I could mix this with that, and then people always surprise me and they combine things that I didn't think they would.
When I get this in my hands, I'm going to test
really
these things on
excited for
plus
the
size
shoes
Sims.
in this pack particularly. One cool thing I noticed as I was going through Create a Sim, and we'll notice it when we go through here, is that you guys made a lot of like gender neutral clothing that were compatible on both genders. So on masculine and female frames, you'll see these shoes. I have Mortimer rocking these shoes, but I just love that we thought about like what is not in the game and how can we add it in there for both sides.
Yeah, and just as even on just the craft side of making it, I'm always excited when I see something. It works so great on both genders when sometimes I wouldn't have expected it to.
And also, just a shout out to the person who gave us another sleep shirt. Not all of us like to wear pants when we sleep, and I just felt underrepresented, and now I feel a lot more represented with more sleep shirts. Really, really cute. And then you also thought of swimwear. I know this showed up in the trailer, but I just cannot get enough of the details that you all put into this pack when it came to the additions and like just the thought process in things that we don't have in game.
I could see that being used as like an outfit with like leggings or tights.
Definitely this one.
You know what I mean? Like I could see that
when you have
as like
we have a theme for
something
the pack.
you wear with tights.
Do we have anything existing in
also
the game
use that.
they can already
that is
use
really
as a
cute.
swimsuit? No, in this case we need something macabre. So this and the male and the female bathing suits are really exciting and unique to this pack.
You brought up the male swimsuit, so we're gonna jump to Mortimer because Mortimer. Okay, 1, 2, 3, makeover, bam. I mean, we all know who this is. We know who this is. This is amazing.
I love that.
I love
hair.
the pinstripes. I love the textures. The masculine Sims are really getting a lot of love in this pack.
That hair.
And I am so excited to see how they're able to mix and match and shape the doll so many different looks.
That is so good.
Yeah, you'll see the details and like the material and the patterns that you'll again.
I really like the hair.
The pattern of skeleton on his chest, on one of the tops, or anywhere.
It's very Addams Family coded.
If you ever need to tell your story, or your eccentric uncle or dad shows up awake.
Okay, details.
The audio will fix itself soon.
Sorry.
It'll fix itself.
I think that's one thing that'll stand out and so much players discover when it comes to just the details. I'm kind of like, this is going like, no. I'll fix it. But you're talking about a little bit of details in the piece, so we can go through those.
Yeah. You'll see like the skull. Some of them are subtle than others. The previous piece had the skeleton shape to the pattern. There's a little more subtle.
Yeah, it'll fix itself soon.
Very intricately
it's OBS.
included into the sweater.
Okay, I kind of see it right there. That right there. And this is the rib cage, right?
Yeah, and then also any of the shears, we had a great opportunity to give you different patterns so we can really get the most out of one asset.
Ooh, I love the cardigan patterns. Pattern
Yeah.
seems to be a very strong theme with this pack.
We did end up with there was a lot of opportunity to tell the stories with pattern.
And then, of course, you give us our neutrals because it has to be versatile. Like, not everyone
Yeah,
necessarily
yeah.
wants to have a pattern. They just want a neutral look.
Yeah.
And like I said, some of the outfits, this definitely works on femme frames, but I'm
Imagine,
really
like,
feeling it for Mortimer. I can't even lie.
a Twinkie
And the
Vlad
butterfly collars,
in
I
that
just
first top with those
really like
beads.
the additions that this is adding. There's also, of course, just working
It's
for
giving
accessories. We
Astarion.
do have new glasses, which are really nice. There is also some accessories and items that are locked behind careers. So that doctor's mask, I did not unlock because spoilers, y'all gotta explore some things yourselves, okay? But absolutely, I just think there's just so much fun in the items in this pack. And I really, really love how much attention was brought, especially to the masculine Sims, because they got shorts. Oh, look his knees. They got shorts. They got pants. They have new styles of pants. They, like I said, a lot of them are conversions so that you could go back and forth. And then from surprise, surprise, men's swimwear.
I love how they have the old timey swimwear stuff. That's
This is
so
coming
cool.
back.
It's old timey.
Things
It's like
I
what they
didn't
would
know
wear
I
like
needed
in like the
are
Victorian
coming in this
period.
pack. Things, outfits I didn't know I needed to see Mortimer in. I am. And before I lose myself and get too caught up, this frame, this also works on feminine frames. Very cute. Even Bella can get some love and match her husband. So that's just a brief glimpse of some of the masculine items, and of course, many of these you'll get to see and explore. As mentioned, lots of great conversions. So the same thing that you saw on Bella also works on Mortimer. Very nice, very thoughtful, very good looking. Now, it would not be a Sims game if we didn't have a full body outfit. Who's responsible for this, Mike?
Nina. All Nina. This is the idea was, well, if we're gonna do a crow costume, we've got to do like the creepiest macabre version possible, like a turn of the century handmade nightmare fuel version of the costume. I thought she did a beautiful job with this.
She did an amazing job. I love the like hand stitching, so it seems like a homemade costume. And don't worry, the kiddos get them too. So we'll jump to Alexander, who also got his little macabre makeover. And 1, 2, 3, boom. He's so cute. Look at him. Much of the hairstyles do convert to children as well, so you can absolutely explore some of these hairs and different looks on children as well. But the full body fits are so cute. He's so adorable. I feel like this pack was made for the Goth family.
He's all dressed up and ready to go to a wake.
Yeah, just like this too. Again, I love all the homemade costume work that we did in this. I think it's
Imagine
really
the
nice
family
that this was
photos.
put together.
The
Very,
family
very
photos.
cute. And it seems like we have a little outfit for him that I believe this is for Ghost.
Yeah, there's kind of you'll see outfits that are a little more extreme, a little more costumey, and you'll see the tatters at the base that they were made to. All right, if you're telling your story as
I'm
a
so
ghost,
excited to
then
do like
these can here's some cast assets that are made for that.
He's so handsome. Okay, we're gonna turn Alex. Let's switch him over to Femme so we can look at some of the Femme items. Cute ones. So let's see. There's a new sweater. Very cute. And then there's some full body assets. Oh my gosh. I mean, I know this is a dress, but I would use this as a nightgown, but that's okay. You can use it for whatever you want, Simmers. Play your way. Then there are some new dresses. Super cute. hold on really quick. I need to get this out of my system. Okay, cool. Thanks. I just really like the combinations that we have here. Right now, I'm exploring this pack with just base game and the pack Life and Death, but I can imagine using this for like, cold weather, hot weather, all sorts of outfits with it. So it's very, very cute. And I really like a lot of these additions that were brought into this. Of course, the kiddos were considered too. So this is Summer Goth. I had to name her because she may or may not have been reborn. But look at the skulls in this. You guys were not kidding when you said you dropped little like icons and hints in this without making it like too over the top.
Yeah, everywhere we could,
So there's little skulls all over.
We didn't want them to feel out of place with their parents. So the family has a full vibe, and everybody needs their gear to fit in.
A little crow told me that you think children in all black are a little bit scary. Is that
I don't
still,
use it.
is
Yeah,
that still accurate?
I'm not a big fan of giving toddler Kovars color variants that are all black. Feels a little off to me, but in this pack it makes perfect sense.
I think it looks lovely, and all of these items are also good on the even if you switch frames, so it's going to take it out, but you can absolutely
Has anyone
still see
checked
that these
Momo's
outfits are
pulse?
available
Is
for,
Momo okay?
little baby masculine sims too. Toddlers also got some love, so let's go back and check out some of the toddler looks. Ooh. So cute. Let's get rid of what I've been doing here. So okay, sorry. Let's go. There is a new top. Again, some of those symbolisms, the butterfly, I think that's one of the symbols of life and death. Am I?
Yeah,
It's
it's
like a
true.
cute little
And
moth. That's
softened up for a
adorable.
toddler.
That's so cute. It's a
your
moth.
adorable little toddler still has a dark side.
It's a moth. Oh my god, that's so cute.
I love that. And these are the little jumper. The details a little so cute. I love toddlers. I love infants. I think this is how I get to explore it because as someone who does not have children, The Sims is where I have my babies. And I am really excited. Like, she's so cute. I love this piece. We're going to give her the black and red because she is part of the Goth family, but just so that our players can see some of the color swatches. You also added some light colors, so that it's versatile, but I think these are really cute items and really thoughtful items.
Storybook Nursery is going to go so well with this pack, you guys.
And then, yeah, of course, can't do it without a,
Storybook
thank you,
Nursery.
Nina. I can make
Yeah.
a family of crows, the things I didn't know I needed. Very cute. And these swatches are also accurate to crow colors, I believe.
They are.
Fun facts that I learned working at The Sims and playing with The Sims is that I get to learn that crows have all these colors. So let's see. Let's go into the Ghost Create a Sim. So again, cool things about this is Gunther Gott, the father. Cool things that you'll see is that you can go ahead and toggle on and off so you can get a better idea of, again, what your ghost looks like when he was alive. So if you want to create a ghost and you want to do things like just verify their skin tone and see what they look like, you can go ahead and toggle your ghost overlay back and forth to give you that decision. So from there, let's look at some of the ghost items. There's a whole new category for ghost full body. Time out. I love the idle animation for ghosts. It's very fun. It's very spooky. Appreciate the team for adding that nice little touch. But we're going to turn off the ghost overlay and look at some of the full body items that are available for ghosts.
You can turn off the ghost overlay. That's really cool. See the little item next to his
talk
right
us through
hand.
some of the thought process with these items
The little
and clothing
item
choices?
for the thing.
Yeah, these get a little like we're hinting at with the children that we give you a little more extreme, right? If you want someone to your ghost who's been haunting the manor for a long time, right? So you need some more period clothing, right? Where the living Sims have contemporary clothes that are inspired by the past. These could possibly be a couple 100-year-old Sims, right? So their clothing's dated. And also you'll notice the bony hands and sometimes a bony rib cage poking through here or there.
Oh, I love the bony rib cage one. Let me pull that so that players can see it. How cool is that? Can you guys see it in there? It's like a little rib cage. Y'all got a little macabre with this one. And there are also really nice items for the female Sims. So let's look at those ghostly items.
I was hoping that those were going to be like gloves or like,
enough, so
you
that's
know,
what it
things
looks
like
like
that.
on.
That's cool
Again,
though that
this
they're
is
an
an
outfit,
outfit
but I
that
was
you can
hoping
also
it'd be
wear
like a
not as a
glove
ghost,
that you could like leave
but
on
there
or
is
off.
a
So it's like one
ghostly
hand is a
version
bone or like a missing hand. That would have been so
creepy
cool.
fingers, creepy hands.
That's all right though.
And the wear and tear, man. Again, I think one of the just stars of the cast in these items is the details that they offer, both simple as well as like the wear and tear look that matches the environment that the game is in. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
This is really nice. I think the team did such a lovely job with the items in this pack. I don't want to spoil it all. There's a lot to explore in this pack. Mike, do you have a favorite? Whoa. Sorry. Discovery. Real-time discovery. This is wild. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
You know,
The bottom on that one where
what
like
happens when you die. So it's not
Yeah.
inaccurate.
the clothes like
Yeah,
wrap around the
I'm
bottom.
really excited to explore this pack. I think the team did such a lovely job. I'm gonna put her in a ghosty outfit so that she's like her back isn't all exposed. She can go into her ghost form. But Mike, do you have any favorite items from this pack? Is there anything you think I missed that you would want the community to see?
I think you gave them a pretty good overview.
Okay, amazing. Yeah, we're gonna sit on the
You
matriarch.
got it.
There's lots of, like I said, there's just so much to explore. It's impossible. The challenge was to try and do it in 30 minutes. Oh, hair. The hairs. Yes, please talk to us about your color blocking.
All the ombres, the color blocking. I love the approach here to give that. Again, like the clothes that have the ombres in them. We were trying to bring across that ethereal feel. Like, what would a ghost hairstyle, a ghost-inspired hairstyle be? So some of these gradients, transitions, you know, like this color blocking here, or this, they can feel ghostly and ethereal, or they can also feel like, well, I could use this with any other pack, and I just like coloring my hair this way.
I love this. I love this combination.
That
It's
icy
so
blue is really
pretty.
cool. That's neat.
Okay, so hairs, and again, some of these hairs are very versatile. So you'll see
I
them
really
on
like
both
that
mask Sims
that
and
one.
Fem Sims. But we'll go ahead and walk through here one more time just to make sure
On
everybody
both
gets a
of
good look.
the
'Cause,
mask and the
again,
Fem Sims.
some Simmers have already pointed it out, but you'll notice that Nion's hair, a very special sim, also has this included in. So we put little elements and teases
There's a
throughout
little
throughout the
scythe.
pack. It's very cute and very
I like how
thoughtful.
it's subtle.
This
It
was
looks
so
like
much
straight
fun
lines,
to explore,
but
and I
it's a
think there's
scythe.
just so
That's
many
cool.
little creative sim wins that are in here that I think players will get to have fun exploring. But Mike, thank you so much. Simmers,
Yeah.
thank you so much for having me on. There is going to be, I'm going to go ahead and there's more to see. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this Spirit of Mike right back over to Jessica and Morgan. Thanks, Simmers.
Thank you.
Hi everyone.
Welcome back.
I'm Morgan, once again back.
I'm Jessica, also once again back.
And Mike's still here with us too.
Thanks
Hey,
for staying
everybody.
on, Mike.
Yep.
So during this section, we are going to show you Ravenwood, and then we'll look at some of our build buy objects that we have in this
Yeah,
expansion.
we'll go to that little, looks like a department
This is
store
a
you built.
beefy stream.
Almost.
Yeah, it does kind of look like one. So here you can see, I once again, for people that might have joined, I do have all packs installed, so you can see cross pack, and I'll try to call it out as we might see anything that's cross pack. But this is Ravenwood and our new bubble. I think it's beautiful, so definitely wanted to show this off with our crow.
Thank you for the follow.
Love this one.
Yeah, I love the
And
crow.
then we will do, I loved seeing you give art direction on it because there was so much I didn't think about with crows and the differences between crows and ravens that I've learned on this pack.
The difference between Gothic and Neo-Romanian I learned on this pack.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you want
Yeah,
to tell us
it's all-
about the 3 different neighborhoods here, Jessica?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
go ahead.
there's like a whole spectrum of experience on this pack from life to death, and it's reflected in the neighborhoods. We have on the living side the countryside neighborhood, which is very much grounded in reality, And then you have the afterlife, which is obviously beyond the veil. It's very spooky. It's where you're going to see Grimm and like all the supernatural stuff. And then you've got the balance point where the veil is thin is the village, and it's this really nice storytelling through just the world building.
Yeah. So there's also festivals in each of these.
Yeah.
You can see here, Crow's Crossing. You have the Try Before You Die casket sale. I love that one. The Crow's Crossing Celebration of Life, Ravenwood Family Day. Up here in the Whispering Glen, you have the Moon Revelry.
That one's my favorite. I love the idea of a bunch of Sims just naked underneath the moon, just being kind of rowdy.
That's only during the full moon that they get naked.
Well, that's the best time to do it.
The rest of the time they've got their clothes on. And then there's 2 festivals in Morning Vale. The Afterlife Anonymous Festival and the Thinned Festive Vale.
These are hard to say.
They are. So love these festivals. I think they're great. Definitely check those out whenever you are in game here. We already saw Crow's Crossing, so I'm thinking we will hop in and look a little bit at Morningvale, and then we'll come over and look at this neighborhood whenever we.
Store.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say these lots were built by some of our creators, so wanted to give them a shout out here. They were made by Create for Sims, Symphony, Sophie the Sim, and Kate Emerald. So
much love.
Much love.
It's such a great job.
Yeah, they did wonderful. Love them. The only one they didn't make here is my weird Hay Hill. Like this is the lot with all the build buy stuff I put down. It's normally an empty lot. So I guess giving you a quick overview, we have a pre-made house. It's a 20 by 20.
Manifesting for myself to build
nightclub
a lot
that's a 30
for
by
the
30.
game.
A 30 by 20 residential that's a starter home you can move into directly. A 30 by 30 empty lot. Over here we have a bar, which also has a bunch of things for hosting a funeral in it, 30 by 30. The Gomez family lives here, 30 by 30. The Aether family lives here, 50 by 50. They have a very fun story. I like their story. I won't get into it and spoil it, but that one's full. And this one's normally a 64 by 64 empty lot, so this is where I'm now going to be living with all my horses, the horse ranch expansion. Down here we have the Spectre family. They don't actually have a baby. I don't know where that baby came from.
Sims be Simsing.
Sims be Simsing. Our 64 by 64 cemetery, which you can place in any world on.
Yeah, you can build your own cemeteries.
Definitely. A starter plus. I think we've gone through most of these whenever we were in that neighborhood. A starter and then an empty,
gorgeous greenhouse,
a pre-built emptier lot. Yeah. So let's go ahead and load in here to the Azadi Gomez household, and we will just check out this neighborhood real quick before we go into build buy in the other one. So this is the Morningvale neighborhood. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the art inspiration for this one, Mike?
Yeah, Morningvale. The afterlife is it's the afterlife, so all bets are off. Where the entire world is inspired by Romania, but in the afterlife, things get a little stranger. The sky is different. The time is different, right? The colors of everything. You'll see in that the waters, the beautiful spectrum of colors, but we refer to it like it's beautiful as in like an oil slick on top of the water. You see a rainbow, and that's beautiful. There's a twist, a dark twist to it. So yeah, you'll see a lot of layers of history in this neighborhood. There people have been using this for eons, and hopefully you see all that when you're telling your stories.
Yeah, I love all the details around here. Like, I think the first time I saw the bonefish here, I freaked out. The cow plant's amazing. I love all the even like the architecture with like the hidden motifs everywhere is beautiful.
It feels almost like a place out of time.
So there's a town hall here as well you can click on that you can read about. You can visit the archives. You can also focus camera to like see the different places around this area. So right now we don't have a festival going up, but if I was like, I wonder where the Afterlife Anonymous Festival is, it'll take you right there. So you can see this is where it will be set up, and happening.
This one's fun. It's
Yeah.
very tongue in cheek.
Oh, I like it.
And then we
the-
also
the little
have
circle,
the
like the
guardian
amphitheater
tree
type thing. That's cool.
and Alice, who is the ghost mother, who has her own quest lines. So
Camera
we
focus
can
is
go on.
nice.
We won't go back
Hi,
to her
Cat.
career right now. So yeah, she is the weeping mother, and she has her own quests.
That's a lot to uncover here.
Yeah.
Her relationship with certain other ghostly Sims.
Yes. And this is where the festival happens, and there's like some local customs and lore around that, and that's also a very fun one to attend. So let's see. Yeah, this is just a really beautiful otherworldly neighborhood. Let's go ahead
I scratch my back.
and go back to manage worlds, and we will hop into the countryside one to look at it really quick. You said that these were inspired by Romania. Mike, do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so when we're all three neighborhoods, as Jessica mentioned, there's a gradient from there's kind of the countryside is the normal focused on the living, not as much of the ghostly stuff, and all the way to the full spectrum of this is the afterlife in Morning Vale. So we're going to Romania here, and it's such a beautiful country. We wanted to show off the natural beauty of it, the Carpathian Mountains, the rolling hills. So this is where you get that that part of the world, just this beautiful landscape, really inspired.
This is he's so sad, he's crying. So he's crying right now because it's a full moon, and during the full moon he cries.
There's a lot of fun stuff like that in the world if you explore it.
ancestor.
Like a lot of nuance
So it
and things you
changes.
discover.
This is actually the location where the Moon Revelry Festival will happen, right over here, whenever it is up and going. And then we
That's
also
really
have these
cool.
really fun collector signs that are around in the neighborhoods that you can click on that sometimes somebody will come and you can, oh, that's not one. Sometimes somebody will come and you can sell your collectibles to them, but also if you click on them, they can show you the focus camera stuff. So these will take you to Moon Revelry, the Ancestor, which is the name of that face cliff, or the Tarot Tome Shrine here. But also, there will sometimes be a person here that you can sell your collection items to, which is exciting. So just showing off this neighborhood a little bit and how beautiful it is. But let's go ahead and go back to Manage World so that we can load into that lot.
The Sears lot.
The Sears lot, the one that is not pretty. Because yeah.
It feels like my childhood, like hanging out the mall, the department store.
Okay, let's go and build here. So do you have a favorite neighborhood?
It's the Afterlife for sure. Like I think it's one of the most unique neighborhoods we've ever done. Like it just, like I said, it feels like a place that's outside of time. There's it's kind of imposing in a way, but not necessarily alienating. Like I really love the energy of it.
That makes sense. How about you, Mike? Do you have a favorite one?
Oh, I can't say I have a favorite. They all have their own. They all have their own charm, and I love that there's a great range, and so much went into each one of them. I think you'll find your own favorite.
That's fair. That is definitely fair. I think they're all good for storytelling. We definitely wanted them to all be
Look
good
at the
for living
doorknob on
Sims and
this one,
ghost
you
Sims in their
guys.
own
Oh,
ways.
the
What's your favorite?
crystal
Oh,
doorknob.
Crow's Crossing,
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah.
I like the kind of like realism, but also a little bit haunted. I think that's very fun. But like I said, I'm going to play a horse family here with the horse range expansion. I'm looking forward to that. That might be what I do. So let's start looking at our build buy. I have everything placed
I
down
hope they
here.
don't have. I hope they have.
Mike, do you want to
skull-less
give us sort of
swatches. I
talking
don't
about
think
the
they will,
doors
but
and the
yeah.
architecture? I can kind of run over it as you're telling them.
Yeah. So we again, well, as we mentioned, we're in Romania. So all the build is based on Neo-Romanian architecture. So, and then, obviously we have a death pack. So you'll see some skulls sprinkled in there. There's a little darker, and lighter options. We have obviously a skull on the door. But yeah, you'll see this. It's this beautiful combination of Western influence with some also Eastern,
love
some
that wooden
Ottoman
pillar.
influence.
The
So I think
dilapidated wooden
all
stuff.
this build's going to play real nice with other packs that people have, but it stands on its own as well. Also,
I love
There's
a
too
note
these
with the windows.
greenhouse windows.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, I'll let you go.
Yeah, we you guys mentioned earlier that we tried to give you with these windows different options. Here's the intact, here's the broken version. So if you want to tell your haunted version of the house, you don't have to use the same broken pattern in every instance of that window. You can have a mix.
Yeah. And up here we have some new roofs.
Oh, I don't know if we mentioned it, but you can place these roof decals on the floor too.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of flexibility here.
They're amazing. I love them. All right, so let's go downstairs and look at all the build by. So there are so
They
many
look
wallpapers.
so
It might
good.
flicker. We'll see if it does. But we've got these owls that are amazing.
I love how these actually layer with each other properly.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about our wallpapers at all, Mike?
Yeah, we tried to give you a full range, right? So some of those that were
Oh
meant
my god.
initially to be more for the kids' room, like the crows. We were trying to give you your full range. Are you doing your stuffy library in an old mansion, and so you want a traditional wall, or do you want something a little more modern? And what we thought we were doing something a little more for the child's room with the ravens, of course, macabre child, but then the game changer used it in the nightclub, and then it fit perfectly.
Look at
so
the.
it's
I
nice to
really
see
like
when it works.
those wood or the stone.
But yeah, trying to
There's
give you all the
just
Yeah,
pieces.
so
there's like
many
another
walls here.
stucco. There's so many. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, amazing. And this is the new floor tile we have as well. Oh, I'll turn off the grid just so we can see it.
Oh,
So we also have some amazing
love
wall
that.
things here. We have these are like the Grimm posters.
Mhm.
I love the artwork. This one's amazing.
I like the hidden skulls. I didn't know about this until you told me about it.
Yeah, you want to tell the hidden skull story on this one, Mike? That's my favorite hidden
the
skull
very-
story.
At the very beginning, the artist, there were too many skulls. People were hitting that button a little too hard. So I said, no more skulls. We can't have nonstop skulls everywhere. And we ended up this was the first
oh,
asset
see the hidden
that we
skull.
came to the rule of, if Mike doesn't see it, if he can't see the skull in the first 8 seconds, then it's in. And this was the first one that they slid past me.
Yeah, first 8 weeks, I would never notice that there's
I
a skull
like it.
here.
I didn't know
Yeah.
it was there until you told me that story. I love all these decals. And then these ones are good too. But this is my new favorite
Ah,
piece
my
of
favorite.
art.
I want these on the wall at home so bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
These are just all of the tarot cards we have, but as art.
These are all like super lore deep cuts too.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite, Mike?
No, I'd say Grimm. The
I need
yeah,
these.
I can't pick them because I have to look at them all. So it's a great example of, how did the Sims do tarot, right? And how do we incorporate our story into it, make it simmy. Nina put so much work into this, and it shows. What it was
Is this like a
initially
full
just supposed to
tarot
be
deck?
the cards, and then we said we have to show this off. It has to become.
Is this like a real full tarot
poster
deck?
on the
Is
wall,
it a whole
frame it.
deck?
What's
My
your favorite?
My favorite's Judgment. It's the cowplant one. That one. I love this one. This is so fun.
Yes. I love this one too.
There's like
My
28
favorite is
cards
Princess
there.
Cordelia. This is our
28,
Princess
okay.
Cordelia reference
Got it.
for the expansion pack, and
All the
like
arcanes?
I think
Okay.
this is a really good example of the deep cut lore. This is
Princess
a pirate
does-
ship because she had a bunch of pirate lovers, and then down here,
Give us a
the
pirate
carrots
pack!
and the strawberries. That's how you can determine the gender of a baby whenever a sim is pregnant, and she's pregnant here. And like just the thought that went into all of these. I think another favorite one of mine is this is from Sims Medieval.
Been a minute.
The pit
Yeah,
piece
yeah, yeah.
is down here. Like, I don't know, I love those. We also
Medieval
we made
and
sure that, you know, like while
pirates,
we
you
have these
say?
amazing
I'm still waiting.
beds,
I'm still waiting.
there's like a toddler bed as well in this pack. It's so cute, and I love
Still
the
waiting.
bassinet that's super creepy.
That is
I
haunted
love
for
that
sure.
bed. Look at the bed on the
Oh, no.
left, you guys.
Yeah, it probably
the far
is.
left bed.
There's
Also,
a
the small
coffin bed,
canopy.
all these awesome chairs.
The small
And
canopy.
then these are all good for heirlooms. These are our decoration objects.
Some really
career
great set dressing in
rewards.
this pack.
Yes. The rugs are amazing, I feel like. Very versatile. I love that we got this one in small and also in big.
Yeah.
And then
I love that.
I wanted
A
to show
toddler bed
off
with a canopy.
too.
I don't know
we
if
have
it's
like
attached or
this,
detached
which
or
is
whatever.
great for heirlooming our quilt. So you can heirloom this, and that is wonderful. I love the little grim.
Oh, that's
I never
cute.
noticed that before.
Yes.
I never play this zoomed in.
And everyone loves a new kitchen.
It's so bougie, but also very severe. I'm sure Mike has better words for this style, but severe is the one that comes to mind.
Yeah, we were trying to ride that
Yeah, you-
line where it feels like it's you know, it's appropriate for the pack.
I
There's
like that they have
shapes
ones
and
without
materials that
just
feel
plain
like
white.
funerary, like the cabinets. You'll see drapes that kind of feel like
That is
a funeral
beautiful.
carriage. The countertops, same material you'd use maybe for a headstone, but the fixtures, when it's all put together, it still feels like something you could have in a modern house.
Definitely. And this thing scares me.
I think it's cute.
I'm afraid of it.
It's cute until it starts moving.
We have the new crypt with 3 different, very distinct variants on it that you can place down. It's not just open street.
Ah.
That third one gives me like Vegas crypt or something.
I think they're amazing. And then we have this no ghost sign that you can place down that prevents ghosts from being on your lot.
I like that. Hi, Ames. This is
This
all very nice.
amazing banner. This one's my favorite.
This is a beefy
The
stream.
string lights. I know watching videos, people
Over 2
are in love with
hours.
those. I think they're so cool. And then if you don't want to actually kill off a sim and you just want to build a funeral, we have a ton of different colors and options for
Oh, I love
designing
the
and decorating and building
colors.
your own funerals or
Colors?
your own cemeteries. So these are wonderful. And then, like I said before,
They have
this
all
is not the
the-
pack I would expect to
The
swing
stone
sets in.
tones.
Yeah, it's. I think swings are creepy. I've made that very clear. But it was
I
a
like
nice
the
surprise
old
to be able to get
creepy
these
rickety
things in the world.
swing.
The monkey bars
I'm a
also.
big
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm a big fan of the very twisted swing set, but it didn't feel right in the countryside, so we had to give you a second one.
And then this is for moonbathing.
I like
So,
the wooden one.
That's
the
what we have
creepy-
here. And then we didn't see
wooden
it during
one
the
is good.
funeral, but this is a funeral like send off cannon. So yeah, I don't know. Any other objects? Oh, the lights. Do you want to talk at all about the lights, Mike?
Yeah,
Is
you
that like
see,
a pentagram on that
trying
other
to give you a
one?
mix of does it feel like an antique or a modern interpretation, but even the modern ones still feel like
I want to
everything
see an
should feel
aerial view
kinda
of that.
candlelit. Because what great manor doesn't have a bunch of candles in it?
They feel
Also
so
a
luxury.
torch.
I love mixing and matching.
I really like the candles on this one. That one's cute. The little triangle one.
Yeah.
I like that it comes on a tray.
Well, is there anything else you want to take a look at here from
I
Build
love
by
that.
Jessica or Mike?
I think the bars are
Hey,
gorgeous.
Violet,
the
how
bars,
you doing?
yes.
We're watching the live
I
stream.
can dream of
If
having
you
such a nice
guys,
bar in my home.
if you do not want life and death spoilers, look away.
Yeah.
Add in.
Hi, Beans, go follow Violet. How are you?
Oh, they're so good. And then I think I showed these off
my
before,
God.
but these are the grave sites where you can like decorate them.
This
and I
better
love
not
how
be
many
bugged.
options there are for these plots.
I am
We
so
do have
excited
two
about
altars.
this.
I think we showed the one before, but
There's
there's
so
like a more outdoorsy style stone.
Yeah, these
so
memorial
much
displays, they're highly
stuff. Sorry,
customizable,
Bo.
as I mentioned before.
Yeah.
Really, you put almost anything on them that you can normally slot onto a table. And
Did
it
you
lets
guys watch
tell
that?
really bespoke
What are you guys up
stories
to today?
for the life of that sim. So put the items that you think are
Swatch
appropriate
usability
for
is
their,
amazing.
for honoring them on it.
Definitely.
I wonder with
Some
those
amazing
floor decals,
bookcases.
can you see actually below it, or
I
is it
love
just
you
kind of
can,
like a
slot
detail?
them together. So
Can you actually see through the floor? You know, and it doesn't matter, but like,
And all
could
the
you?
heights.
Thank you for
So
the
you
raid,
can
by the way.
have
My name's Zephyr. My
your
pronouns are
super
she, her. Good to
grand
see you.
library.
definitely.
Any
And
other
then I
whimsy
think
save
these
today? Oh my god, a
chairs
lot of
are
chaos.
really cool too, 'cause they look like
They look so uncomfortable.
they
I'm
look
not
a
gonna-
little menacing to
Wow.
me.
I'm not gonna lie to you. They
I
look,
love
they look
this.
horrifying to sleep in.
But also, I
Those
love like the
wallpapers
little
are
like
so good.
like the little details in these. Like, look at the little crows on them,
Like,
and they go really well with like
they
these decals
cooked
over
with
here.
this.
The chairs are
You
Amazing.
could see through. Okay.
It's a great way
So it seems
to
like you
dial in.
can
Are
see
you
through.
going for a more traditional room or a more modern room? So we
Oh,
try
I
to
think
give you
that
a
couch,
good
the
range
couch
there.
is nice.
That almost looks like the cottage living one.
Definitely, yeah. The whole art team and you just did like amazing. These are so good.
The art team has been cooking
So,
lately.
I think that is everything we were wanting to show off today. Thank you so much for joining us and for going through the whole pack.
Sorry.
We're extremely excited, obviously, and
Yeah, thanks so much, folks. I really hope you enjoy this pack. And yeah, I want to see all your cool builds and all the cool stories you try and tell with this one.
all right, let's go ahead and send it back to our Grintern then.
Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I will have early access to this
Ugh,
pack.
so many souls to reap today. Better get Employee of the Month for this. Now, how did you like everything the Sims team showed you today? Can I expect to see you all in the Headless headquarters next week, ready to shepherd some souls alongside me? Maybe then I'll show you my true identity. The Sims 4 Life and Death expansion pack launches on October 31st. If you buy by December 12th, you get the Macabre Mementos digital content. Until then, we have 2 haunting events happening on the official Discord server now. Join, unless you're scared of a challenge.
Thanks for the 15 months! So guys, I'll have early access to this pack. I'll be giving my honest opinions about plus size ability with the clothes and the create a sim because I'm plus size and I think they want to make us look good. And then also in addition to that, I will have some codes to give away as well as like giving my honest opinions on all that. What, Ashley, what the heck? But yeah, embargo of today. I don't have early access until the 29th. There's some people with the CFP access, which is like early access. I won't have like normal early access until the 29th. So I'll have it then for you that day at some point when they get the codes to us. But this pack looks so insane. I'm very excited about it, but I also have obviously my normal skepticisms that I have. Is it gonna be good with like plus size sims, like the clothing? They've been doing better about that, which I'm like super happy for. And then I also am going to be checking out for playability and like the whole glitches and stuff. But like honestly, I think My Wedding Stories has left us a little bit scarred. And we are going to be yeah, I feel like things are good, looking good so far. Because like the packs that have come out recently have been really good. No, seriously, we all have some scars from that, which is so valid though. Job bugs, yes. I'm hoping that we'll be in like a good era. Thanks for coming by. If you guys are new here, by the way, we have a lot of new faces. My name's Zephyr, my pronouns are she, her. I play Sims like every day. We do a lot of story heavy gameplay, lots of drama, lots of like building, lots of collaborative brain energy, just good vibes. So thanks for coming by. Violet, thank you again for rating us. What were you guys up to today? Yeah, they have allegedly fixed My Wedding Stories. I personally haven't had a wedding yet, but I've heard a lot of really good things from people. Aw, thank you. I really appreciate you for coming on by. Hi, I love it. So I plan to make like a little video about some of the things that we saw today. We have the Grimborn trait. It comes with a scar and a birthmark. It was near the beginning of the stream. There's a scar. There's a trait that you get, and then a scar and a birthmark, or scar birthmark that's behind the Sim's ear. You can do heirlooms, so you can make items heirlooms, and it saves a picture, and you can make a note on the item that is visible when you mouse over. And then wills. Children, like, this is like an interesting thing that I found about wills. Like, wills, children can be sent to live with others. Think of like an opportunity to make like orphanage and stuff like that. So they can live somewhere specific, so you can make them live with like your orphanage that you make, kind of thing. I think that would be really interesting to be able to do. Think of the storytelling aspect of all that. That would be fantastic. Wedding stories, you could see the bugs of the trailer. You could, and the Sims in this pack should actually do moments of silence. I know, I really hope, because I would imagine that they use that aspect from My Wedding Stories, like the weddings, and then just translated that to funerals. Like the coding is still there with a couple adjustments and some changes, and then you've got it. And I think that now that the functionality's in the game, it seems pretty hopeful, especially since they really, it was a little bit, you know, like it raises an eyebrow that they fixed the My Wedding Story stuff so intentionally, which I love that they fixed that. I love that they fixed it, but like it makes sense now that we see like the way that the funerals are going to like translate over. So I'm really, really hopeful for this. And I am very, 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 very optimistic about the way that things have been going. So I'm so excited. I'm so stoked for this. But were there any other things that stuck out from you guys from the entire like live stream today? Because I'm gonna make a little video about high points that I thought like really stuck out to me or really interest me personally. So like, basically they were like doing some research, like, oh, quotas or whatever were low or something like that, and Grim or the Grim turn was at the computer, and they were like, oh, rabbit deaths have been trending downward, like how can we plot to like make them go up again? And then they were like, oh, we could open like a petting zoo, blah 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 blah, which I thought that was so funny. So it seems like you can do certain things or whatever somehow, plotting to make more deaths happen in some way or shape or form to meet your quotas. I know the gravedigger job, I'm really curious about that too. I am so curious. And then I also love how you'll be able to change the urns and tombstones and use things either indoors or outdoors. And there's a bunch of different swatches, it seems. Winter pool party, yes, right. Oh, drowning deaths have been low. What can we do? Do we remove more ladders? What do we do? Okay, can't wait for my Sims to have Grimfins. Yes, I'm excited. Pet birds and different kinds of, right. I know, I'm excited that we have like a crow, and the fact that like the birds are here now. We have birds in the game. Also glad I didn't see anything I'd want modded out, like the burnout stuff from Growing Together, right. I know sometimes that can be a little bit difficult for people. Like, I feel like they've done a super good job from everything I've seen so far. Like, we're in our Renaissance era right now, you guys, of The Sims. Like, every single pack since Horse Ranch has been like hit after hit after hit, and all of the updates and all the fixes. I literally could just like scream from the mountaintops about how excited I am for this era of The Sims right now. It's honestly such a busy month. Like, I feel so like I have always been super honest with you guys about like the optimisms of things, and then also like I pair it with like I wish this would be a little bit different, or like I wish this would be a little bit more like doable kind of thing. But I am so stinking excited, because I feel like I have been seeing overwhelmingly positive things and hearing overwhelmingly positive things too. Hi Nova, welcome back. Rebirth, and I know we were all plotting, Nova, that we were going to make Johnny Zest rebirth back into the land grab family where he belongs. I also love how this live stream kind of inadvertently made Nervous Subject from Sims 2. It inadvertently made that canon. I really think this is the golden era of The Sims. I really do. I super, super do. We're so back, babes. We're so back. I am so overwhelmed. Nyan, yes. Wasn't it Nyan Spectre? Which was Nervous Subject in The Sims 2. An Olive Spectre. I loved Nervous Subject, and it was such an iconic move. I love that. Because, like, if you guys are confused, Olive Spectre in The Sims 2 was a townie. And if you go in and look at her memories, I think it was, you have something about romancing Grimm, I want to say. And then she has a kid named Nervous Subject. And so there was not any other thing except for that one little breadcrumb that he is like Grimm's son. And now it's basically kind of like a canon thing. So I'm so excited. Simsy's graveyard is about to look way more interesting now. Like way more like different colors, different sizes, shapes, and whatever. I know, right, Kat? I love it. I also really like that players like me and Jessica, we play with a few Sims, and now I can play with more than one Sim for longer when I do gameplay. Yes, I like that. I feel like from the way that Jessica has been talking, that Jessica is really similar to you, Nerd. I agree. From the way that you did that. Fairies, right? One day we're manifesting. I really want like medieval-y things, not like a standalone game, but I want medieval, and I would like pirates would be super cool. And then I would love to see something like medieval. They could totally do fairies, I think. They could totally do fairies. I would literally scream and kick and poop if I, oh my God, if we got medieval. Let me build a castle. Castles are a special interest. I will forever manifest the color wheel, right? Pirates would be fairies too, because Peter Pan, right? I know. I liked on the artwork, the nod to the pit beast. I like that too. A fantasy pack would literally just be so good. I love magic and fantasy things. It's my favorite. I also like doing realistic gameplay as well. But like, I love all of, I just like this game. Pit beast love, right? Hi, Dave. Can we, you guys can't really, I mean, I do have a clap emote, but I was just talking about how we're like literally in our Sims Renaissance era right now. I have more praise than ever. Can we get some hypes and hearts and chats for our devs, please, you guys? Bro is following you. I know, what a weirdo. It's like he lurks in the shadows like a ninja or something. Woo! I love it. Thank you, guys. I was lurking when you got your Nova. Oh, so Nova followed. Oh, is this drama? Just kidding. I'm so excited for this. I have coffee that I made this morning. It's oat milk, and I have a vanilla sugar-free cupcake thing. A likely story, right? The pack, the Create Sim, seriously. Like, I think every little qualm, I'm not like one of those people that like searches for the issues, of course, because you know, but like I think my qualms that I had was like cross-pack compatibility and make it blend was my one main qualm about gameplay in the past. And now it's been like, the Sims gods have answered that. And then I also love that direction. And then also like the swatch compatibility and the usability is like literally Wedding Stories was feeling better earlier. Aw, right? I'm very excited about it though. I just have to commend you guys so much. Oh, I'm I'll be tweeting about it, but I'm getting married in June and I'm making one of the My Wedding Stories arches for my wedding. I'm so excited for it. No, the humor in the pack. I know, I like that too. I like the comic mischief stuff. Like that just feels so quintessentially Sims to me. You know? But I'm so excited about that. The humor in this pack, right? I agree, Slipknot Fairy. Grimm having an office is literally the most perfect thing. Lieb Larfa Lerv. Yeah, Lieb, what is it? Lieb Larfa Lerv on the wedding arch. Imagine. Ripley did on a live already. He did. I also want to go back. Oh my God. I also think about Poppy, our Generation 1 Sim from our Jelly Bean legacy, how she would have like hired mourning people and as well as have everyone dress in pink. That would have been her. Grimm running is what is essentially a pyramid scheme of reaping. He really is. I also didn't catch it until earlier today, but the little test dummy is named Kenny, and that is definitely a South Park thing. And I was like, my millennial heart is dying right now. It was so funny. Rip, yeah, it was like, oh my god, you killed Kenny. Oh my god, they killed Kenny. Right? Oh, you bastard. Sorry, I don't really cuss, but that one is worth it here in this context. That is necessary. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. My name is Zephyr. My pronouns are she, her. So now that we've watched the live stream, I'm gonna make like a little excited video because I'm very excited about this. I'm probably gonna make like a little TikTok. Was there anything else that, like, aside from my list that really struck your interest that I don't have on this list? I want it to be short and sweet, which is good. Thank you for the follows. Welcome on in. If you like The Sims, I stream every single day. So welcome on in. Well, every single weekday, but I stream The Sims like 99% of the time. Welcome. I upload to YouTube as well. All my past streams are over there. The holes in the roof floor are interesting. I know. I'm very excited about that too, Alice. Grim being employee. I know, Grim being employee of the month every month. How, like, coincidental of him. The Reaper career, and that you investigate all the deaths in all the other worlds. I like that a lot. The death investigation, build and buy cast, very good. I wasn't expecting to be able to change the ghost color. I wasn't expecting that, and I also wasn't expecting the tombstones. But I'm very excited because they match all the stone that we have on everything else. Thanks for all the follows, everyone. Welcome. Shameless self-plug, I wrote the Jelly Bean Legacy. We are doing a first play test through of that. I'm also going to be adding some things from Life and Death into it because I'm adjusting some of the last rules and kind of making my final tweaks before it is made public. We're in Generation 6 out of 10, and we are pregnant with Generation 7 right now. It's very good. Very good. Very good. You can get the rules in Discord. Yes, I know. I like how you can challenge Grim to like hopscotch. I wonder if you can do like a dance battle. I'm so curious. That would be so fun. You can challenge him to like chess or something. I wonder what you challenge him on could be dependent on what is on the lot. You know, like, do you have a dance floor? Can you change him to like a dance off? Hi, Nuvia. Welcome. A fiddle. Oh my God. Yes. No, Annie, that'd be so good. The idea they got from how they worded that, right? I think that would be really cool. We can absolutely woohoo with Grim again. I like how they kind of like affirmed or like, you know, affirmed our thoughts and our chaotic minds. Because they were like, we know that you want to woohoo. That's like the #1 question. Grim's at the club. In the club, we all fam. These Discord sounds are getting me. Oh wait, Discord sounds? Oh, are they ones from like the new stuff? Or like the Halloween update? Imagine like a rap battle or basketball with Grim. I would on a live if you could do stuff like that. I know, no more cheats to woohoo with Grim, right? Hi Nubia, welcome on in by the way. Our bog mermaid to live in the ghosty world? Oh man. Should I put a pin in this challenge that we're doing right now, this build? Because I feel like I need to have this. I feel like we need to have this. After seeing all that build buy crap, should we put a pin in this challenge until then? So I can dunk on Grim. Wait, they said you can dunk on Grim to save someone? What? Are you kidding me? I missed that part. But my brain was going, brrr! It was going so crazy with all these opportunities and these ideas and stuff. They did mention basketball. Ah, so there again, City Living. City Living, the cross-pack compatibility is A+. Also, I have a crush on her. I'm so gay. I am so gay. I'm gonna save her to my, this is Arabella Demare. Same. I'm super gay. This is Arabella Demare. I'm just gonna give her some traits and then I'm gonna save her to my library because she is literally Perfect. She looks like my ma'am. I'm sorry. She's going to be an evil mermaid. Where my evil... You're gonna be... Snob. I don't know. We are gonna change these, but I'm just making these so I can save her to my library. What is it? Also, like, romantic. I don't know. I'm sorry, going to hand up the basketball scene in Scary Movie too. Bow! This hair is from, I think it's Eco Lifestyle. Yes, it's Eco Lifestyle. It's so cute, isn't it, Alice? This is so cute. Looks like my good grandma. Oh, like your grandma's skin, but your grandma's skin is darker. Imagine challenging Grim to a sing-off. Oh, imagine you have a sim that's just very, like, overly confident, and then they're really bad at singing, and then they still try to do it anyway. And they're just basically howling. But my favorite thing is how, like, you won't be successful at reaping at first. Imagine your whole family's there, and they're, like, pleading for Grim to let Grandma stay. And Grim is like, no, and there's, like, your kids around and stuff, and then you just fail to reap Grandma, like, 6 times. I'm just painting this picture, and the children are just like, ah! My dark sense of humor and my dark brain just went there. Grandma! No, that'd be so terrible. Oh my god. Oh no, it's like the Grim Turn's first day on the job. And it's like the most chaotically unfortunate situation. Wasn't there something in one of the earlier Sims game where Grim and Mortimer played something like foosball or something? I do not remember. Off the top of my head, I cannot remember. My gallery ID, that sim is not on the gallery, but you can find my gallery ID at Zephyrin TTV. Oops, sorry, Bo. Sound like the Reaper career has better movement upwards compared to other active careers. I'm very excited. Tag! I got you. So we're gonna put a pin in the challenge that we were doing for now. That stream was so big. I'm so excited. I genuinely did not expect it to go over 2 hours. I was like, oh, maybe like an 60 to 90 minutes. It'll be good. And then 2 hours, and I was like, yes, this is like the most excellent buffet ever. Oh my god. I'm genuinely so excited. Aw, you don't really care for the scientist career? I get it. We could have shown even more too, which is wild. I know, I felt like there was so much more that they wanted to share, but they had to like focus on all the high points. I couldn't even imagine. Right, it's fun in theory. All right, I get it. I gets it. I know that hopefully we'll see some refreshes and stuff, but we'll see what happens. But seriously, facts for sure. Let's see now. What are we going to do? Did Twisted Mexi update tool and better build by yet? Because that'll determine how we're gonna do this so far. Imagine dying from a broken heart and coming back as vengeance as a ghost, for vengeance as a ghost, right? There is so much like story opportunity here. So I'm writing the Jelly Bean Legacy, and we're adjusting some of the later ones, some of the later generations a little bit. I'm going to tweak the rules to allow life and death playability. Now, this isn't going to be tweaked since I'm in the middle of kind of tweaking it right now. This isn't going to happen for every single expansion pack that comes out. But life and death, I think, is such a game changer, especially in a challenge like the Jelly Bean Legacy, because it is so story heavy and story focused. It is so story focused. Okay, so it does not appear that it has been updated yet. Okay, which is totally all right. I hope he is thriving. I know Rebirth is really one of the coolest things. I am genuinely like in love with that. So yesterday, on our Jelly Bean Legacy, I don't know. Shoot, it's already 3:30. I don't have a lot of time today left, but we moved into a new house in the Jelly Bean Legacy. So they're going to be living in Brindleton Bay, right across the road from Grandma's house. Well, yeah, like next door to Grandma's house, like kind of across the river in Brindleton Bay. But they're right next to Grandma's house, which is really cute because these are very family-oriented Sims. So we've got little Fish Stick, we have Vincent, and this is little Afina over here. So they're pregnant, and they decided to buy this little house. So cute, though. I obviously have some curtains kind of sticking out of this house, or out of the roof, because I don't have tulle right now. Hi, Pastel, welcome on in. But I'm trying to go for something that is very like quirky and fun. I don't know what I'm gonna do on the inside yet, on the walls, but very fun patterns, almost like maximalist. The outside yet. So this is actually the rebuild of Domus Familiaris that I made. So this is my cats and dogs reno of that one. This is in Brindleton Bay, so this is the world that came with cats and dogs. This is my rebuild of Domus Familiaris. So this build is on the gallery with cats and dogs and base game only, but I just decided to use it and then gut it and then design it very Afina. She is very pregnant. She's basically gonna give birth in like less than a day. So we needed to get on that. She also has to have 2 children. So hopefully there's twins in there. That's the one time I want twins. But this is kind of what we were working on yesterday. I want her sense of fashion to be very like quirky, fun patterns, lots of different colors and textures, because blue is her color, but she's definitely not shy of pattern. Like shying away from that stuff. Oh my god, my brain is going a bajillion miles a minute right now, you guys. I have so many things that I want to do right now. I really want to go make a TikTok about the stuff that we saw in the Life and Death expansion, or the live stream. I really want to do that. So, but I also, I have so much work I need to do. Where do I start? Because I also want to polish the rules for Jelly Bean Legacy a little bit more too, because I wanted to like get in there and do some more writing and whatever. But then I also, so here's the thing, you guys, you know how we're doing Jelly Bean Legacy here on my Twitch channel? Should I also do because I was playing around. I'm obviously like kind of in the middle of Whimsy Legacy Stories over on YouTube. But then things kind of happened and I like stopped playing it and then I replayed it kind of thing. But what if I started a Jelly Bean Legacy exclusive playthrough for YouTube? Would that be something that you guys would watch? Because I feel like that would be a blast if I did something exclusive over there. Like, obviously the ones that we're doing here on Twitch will continue, and then, but it'll be like a whole different storyline, same rule set kind of thing. Because I want to tweak some of the rules, because I need to tweak 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then add some context for how we do dice rolling. Right? You love YouTube Let's Plays? Right. So second question for you guys. I want to be a YouTuber, but I'm still finding my grounding. I'm too slow of a builder. I talk too much. I can't do it. I can't do speed builds, and I'm indecisive. It ends up being like an hour-long 3 parts kind of thing. So that's not my cup of tea, I don't think. But if I did gameplay videos, would you guys want it more edited down? Or just like, I do my thing, I play like a sim day in an episode and then I go from there kind of thing. I would watch, my weekly legacy challenges, right? So it's literally just like I'm playing, I'm doing their thing. It's like a sim day and then that's like an episode kind of thing. My weekly legacy, right? Full length gameplay videos. Okay. If it's not that edited, right? You like longer versions? Okay. Edited down so you're good at the storytelling, focus on the drama. Okay. So focusing on the drama and the storytelling. All right. I feel like I could definitely take like a half Like I could feel something out in the middle, you know? Unless it's speeding through work or something. Right. Okay. Yeah. I think like editing out like, oh, my Sim's at work and I'm just sitting here fast forwarding kind of thing. Unless there's like dialogue that I'm talking about. Has goals to get done during the session. Right. I don't like scripted stuff though. Does that make sense? You are the content IMO, right? Aw, no shucks. I want a Zeph podcast, right? I know a lot of you guys just like listening to me yap though. 1 to 2 days an episode. I could see that. I'd like a mix because I think if it's wouldn't like if it's too short. Okay. Because like I know I was doing Jelly Bean Legacy, but or not Jelly Bean Legacy. I was doing Whimsy Stories, but it was like 20 to 30 minutes an episode kind of thing. Like what do you guys think is long? Like what is long to you? Just so you guys know. I'm trying to like gauge what you guys think. A mix because I wouldn't like if it's too short. Okay. Like what's too short, what's too long? You prefer like 20 to 30. I feel like that's what most people like. Front long for me is like an hour. Okay, 30 minutes is long. Long is 3 hours. For you though, right? 30 to 45. I think YouTube as a website also prefers 20 to 30 minutes. 2.5 hours. 25 to 30 is solid, right? I think YouTube likes 20 to 30. YouTube Legacy is too short for me. Okay. 30-ish is good. Long is like an hour, I think. Okay. All right. I'm seeing a lot of like 20 to 30 up to 45. 20 minutes, but then sometimes a bonus 30 minutes, right? So like if it's like an episode where things are just happening. All right. Because obviously, my executive's dysfunction because of my ADHD, but I also really like to do gameplay and I want to get started on something and do that because I want to actually upload YouTube videos. 15 is the shortest, 20 to 30 is good, 45 is good if you need to build or redecorate during it, right? A great idea. Right? Because I don't like scripting my Sims gameplay. I like obviously just rolling with the punches with like the dice. And I'm like, oh my God, what would happen? A or B? This guy's here. This guy's a piece of crap. Oh my God, there has to be drama kind of thing. Like you guys know if you watch my Jelly Bean Legacy. Okay. There's always the option of cliffhangers, so short is better. That's true. I do like some good cliffhangers. Right. I really like The Sims to guide me. I've really, honestly, I don't know if the devs are still here. I used to be a gameplay simmer. I don't want to call you out a lurk, so please don't feel obligated. I never considered myself a gameplay simmer at all until Growing Together and Lovestruck. Literally changed the game for me. Anyway, just put facts. Like, I was like a builder through and through. I like dabbling in gameplay a little bit. I was like, oh, but then I don't know what flipped with me. It just did. Like the full-length video uploaded with minimal editing on one playlist and then through a shorter 30-minute video of the same stuff, but for peeps who don't want a podcast. Right. The algorithm doesn't like that though, which is really unfortunate. That's why I'm thinking about after Jelly Bean Legacy, I'm thinking about moving all of my Jelly Bean or all of my VODs to a different channel is what I'm thinking. So like a second YouTube channel because the algorithm gets really mad. It's like, make up your mind. Yeah, it gets really hard. Binging on Netflix, but with your bestie Zephyrin, right? If it was, yeah, it'd have to be like a completely different YouTube channel. Yes, Twitch VOD channel, yeah. Growing Together pulling me away from the just building, right? It was literally, it scratched every single itch for me, like in all of the right ways. Yeah, Twitch VOD channel. So I think I might do that after Jelly Bean Legacy's over here, and then I'll just flip everything over there. I'd love your Twitch VOD channel, right? Aw, thanks. Because I have all of my VODs over there on YouTube, but I would just do full-length streams instead of cutting them up like I do. where she has her regular and then her more Simsy. Yep, exactly. Outfits and hair of the day. Aw. I haven't been putting a lot of effort into those. Like back in the day, I was a lot better about it, but I haven't been doing that lately. I'm just so lazy. Just so lazy. I subbed to my streaming spot channels. Right. I do too. Aw, you're so nice. Oh, beans. Okay. I have so many things that I want to do. And now I'm like, I'm so excited that I'm getting to that point in my brain where I'm overwhelmed because I do not know what I want to do. Gens of Jelly Beans. So we're in 6. We're like halfway through 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So like 4.5-ish. 4.5-ish, I would say. Make a list and prioritize. I know. I also have like a pile of housework I need to do too. So that's the problem as well. I like gutted and cleaned my kitchen, and I gutted and cleaned my dining room, mudroom with a closet out there yesterday. And then, yeah, Afina's gonna have, yep, she's gonna have Gen 7. She's pregnant right now. Yep, she'll have Gen 7. But I gutted and cleaned a lot of stuff yesterday. And now I've been pushing laundry through, and then I need to like clean my bathroom. Maybe I'll do like a room tonight, and then I will do the stuff that I want to do on my stuff. It's really hard for me to prioritize sometimes, but I agree. I definitely need to make a list. It's literally ADHD behavior. I hate it. I struggle so much with ADHD and my executive dysfunctioning because I'm an all or nothing kind of girly. Yup, Renly, she did. I have fun, Kate Emerald lore. I was a part of like a Sims building Facebook group when she was still posting there before she made her YouTube channel, and we were all on the post telling her to post to YouTube. She was like, I've been playing around with this idea, and I'm like, you should do this. I don't know if she knows that, but I remember. I do. I was on the post on the Facebook group. We were all pushing her to start YouTube. Use an app for cleaning so I don't get ADHD burnout. That is so nice. What is it? Is it the Finch one? Your Halloween costume? Oh, that's amazing. I love that. That's so fun. Toady. Is it Tootie? Maybe Tootie? Toady? Tootie? Maybe Tootie like to-do. Oh my God. Yeah. I also have chronic pain regarding like my period cycles because I have really bad uterine fibroids, and it like takes me out for a week. So I need routine to survive. And then when my period cycle, like once every like 3 weeks, basically, I'm down for a week before like when I get my period. And then it like all of my routine goes out the door because I have no energy and I'm just dead. It sucks. I can't wait to get rid of my uterus. Words are very hard. Honestly, I understand exactly what you're talking about. I know it sucks. I need routine, can't keep routine because of my body. But I'm doing a lot better because I got my IUD taken out. Finch too, yeah. Right, for Sweepy for cleaning tasks. I have been honestly way better with my mental health. I was like going through it earlier. Honestly, for like the last 4 years, let's be honest, there's been something that's been really like dwelling with me. But the latest and greatest has been some stuff with like my family stuff. So it's like, oh, but I'm doing a lot better. Chronic pain and I relate hard. Aw, Emerald, right. I'm so sorry that you relate. I don't want you to relate. English is not your first language either. You are doing so well. I never would have guessed. King is like, oh my God, yeah. That's so relatable, right? We're yapping a little bit before I get going. Honestly, even native English speakers have issues. Like, we get it. Need routine, but too much routine makes me not want to do things. Yes. Yes. Yeah, because I have, what is it? There's this, my therapist told me that it was a specific thing. Executive dysfunction is where like I need to do the thing, but I cannot start the thing because I can't decide where to start the thing. So I just don't start the thing. And then pathological demand avoidance is what he says I have. And I'm just like, like, if I'm doing something, don't ask me to, like, don't tell me that you do that or to do that because I don't want to do it anymore. Like, I am such a fiery Sagittarius where, like, I'm stubborn and I don't like to be told what to do, but I also like input. Does that make sense? Does that even make sense? How does this make sense? I'm literally, again, I work against myself all the time. My things are down in the, like, my birth chart is down in my description thing. But let me tell you, for our friends who like understand this stuff, give me a second. My sun is Sagittarius. My moon is Taurus. My Capricorn is, my rising is Capricorn. I am Cancer descending. My medium coli is Scorpio and Libra, like a 50-50, like hard split. So that means like I'm the truest of each, I guess, is what I was told. And then my MM coli is Aries and Taurus. It's an even split. And then, yeah. I'm just basically hoarding all of the astrological signs and stuff. December 18th. No, nostalgic, right? I feel like we all share the same brain cell. Even though, like, I will decline, I still want the invite to say no. No, that's literally it, though. I want to feel included, but also have an option to say no. Feedback, not criticism. Yes, that's right. My Sagittarius sun means I'm optimistic, adventurous, open-minded, trustworthy. Routine gets boring. I crave change and freedom. And my ADHD is actively fighting against that because I need the routine. And then my SAG is like, no. I'm literally like at odds with my own person, with myself. And it's pain. Pickle juice? Yup. It sure does. I literally have like a jar of pickle juice in my fridge that I slug. I'm like, I just take like shots of it sometimes. I love pickle juice. Your grandma's birthday? Yay! I love that. It's such a good day for a birthday, just saying. Cancer sun, Scorpio moon, and Libra rising. Nice. January 1st, Capricorn. I love it. Illness. I feel like I'm just like at odds with my own brain all the time. Autism does not work well with my Sagittarius. Nope. Sagittarius is like, we're free. We're spirited. Let's go with the flow. And then your autism's like, this is not, I don't like this. I want off this roller coaster. I opened the first astrology chart page and my zodiac is tropical, add sparkly emojis. I have no idea what any of this means. Oh, right. Oh my God. Tropical? I wonder what that means. Libra, sun, and rising, Gemini, moon. I like that. Autism is like, no. Scorpio, sun, Cancer, moon, Pisces, rising, all of the water signs, right? Sagittarius is fire sign. Taurus is Taurus. My moon is Taurus. Is that Earth? Ground? What is it? Is that Earth? Capricorn. What's Capricorn? Because that's like, I have a Capricorn rising. Taurus is Earth. Sagittarius is fire. Capricorn. An earth sign. Okay. Cap is earth. So I have a lot of earth going on there. Fire and earth. Earth element is said to give Capricorns a realistic and determined approach to life. I can see that. Zodiac is associated, blah, blah, blah. Fire signs are passionate, energetic, bold, courageous, and leadership and optimistic. That is very true. And that's like, I'm optimistic, but without being too high in the clouds. That checks out for me as a person, honestly. I'm literally Captain Planet because I'm hoarding all of these. And my medium coli and MM coli are where it gets weird. I have Scorpio and Libra, even split, 0 degrees right between the two of Scorpio and Libra. And then my MM coli is Aries and Taurus. Straight down the middle, like 0 degrees. Healthy optimism and not realistically, right? Yeah, I think that's so it. You still need to figure out my birth time. I still laugh and also feel so bad with what I did to you that day. We were talking about birth signs and all of that, or like birth time and how to like figure out your birth chart and all this. And I was like, and Bo's like, I wish I knew. I wish I knew. And I was like, oh, if it's not on your birth certificate, you should just go ask your mom. Guys, Bo's mom is dead. I knew this. I felt so bad. Oh no. Oh no. It's I'm horrible. I didn't mean it in like a mean way. I did not. I was like, no. Lard, I'm proud of you for no, I still laugh so hard. I'm like, oh my freaking God. Thank God I actually know you. Otherwise I would have been mortified. I was still mortified and still kind of am. But also I make my dead dad jokes all the time because my dad's dead. Oh, time for a seance. Yes, honestly, no. I wonder. Open the kitchen counter and take out the urn and ask the ashes, like, stop! Bo! You ask your mom, you shake your mom's urn like a magic 8-ball to ask a question. No! I am so sorry. Oh, bring Bo's mom back in the new pack. Oh, I'm so sorry. Alice, and I'm also very, very sorry. I am very familiar with what you're going through right now. I apologize for that. No, I only laugh. Yep. If we don't laugh, we'd cry. That's life. My dad wants me to put his ashes in magic 8-ball because I never stop asking him questions. Honestly, though, that's so real. I love that, Emerald. Oh my God. When you accidentally roast one of your best friends, it's fine. It's okay. But I am definitely at like hard odds against myself though. Like my rising, my Sagittarius, all that crap. Basically, if you guys don't know, MM coli, obviously, you know, like your sun is your like will, pride, determination, and your moon is emotions and instinct, and then your ascending is energy we put out into the world, and then your descending is like the energy you attract, and then your medium coli is career and achievements and things like that, and kind of the outlook on that, and your MM coli is your like your roots of yourself, your family, your home life, and all that. The only coli I know is E. Lilith! No! I'm screaming. That's good. Your Mars is in Sag, right? I did more things like that. I don't know like the planet things that much, as much. Like I'm still learning that. Like sun and moon are here and here. I'm still learning things. Taurus, Capricorn, Cancer, right? Also, I'd like to point out the shape of this. I am canonically a simmer. It is literally written in the stars. I am canonically a simmer. It's basically the shape of a plumb bob. It slaps so hard. It's literally meant to be. The stars lie. Yeah, Oh, Kaz. I'm a ranch dressing rising. I really wanted to get you that tank top, Bo, that I saw at that store. I sent you that picture. I think it was Body Built by Ranch or something. I should have gotten it for you. I could go back. Kind of wish they let us give our Sims astrology. I really wish they would have. That would have been so cool. I'm hoping that they give us astrology signs at some point. It really was such a good shirt. The Shenanigans TikTok at the Ren Fair? I have not. I would love to see this. Yeah, you guys, y'all who are better at reading this than I am, you can see this. That's my stuff. I know, like, I think this one is like Lilith or something over here. I'm still learning all the planet thingies. Isn't this one Lilith? Yes, we used to have astrology in The Sims between like 1, 2, and 3. We used to have astrology, or at least astrological signs. In The Sims 1, they were determined by your traits, like by your neatness and your fun or your playfulness and all that kind of stuff. By like, there was like 5 traits or something. And then it would, like, depending on like the levels of each of those would determine like your astrology sign. In The Sims 2 and 3, you could just straight up pick it. I believe. People who are experts in this immediately cool and whimsical. I know, like, people who know this stuff, I'm like, you're so cool. I want to be like you. But you see, my coli is like hard 0 degrees, which still breaks my brain. It's Aries and Taurus. Yeah, that's Aries and Taurus, so it's ground and fire, I think. Is Taurus fire? Yeah, it's gotta be fire. And we have Scorpio and Libra over here. I think that's Scorpio. Is that Scorpio? The M with the little tail, I think it is. Aries is fire. Taurus is earth. Oh, okay, so Aries is fire. There we are. And then Taurus is the little horns. Got it, got it. The ram and then like the horns out. Got it. I always get those two confused. Written in the star stickers. Do you want to do stickers? Do you guys want to do stickers? I would love to do stickers. How many do we have? I don't think we have a ton. If you guys don't know what our sticker looks like this month, we have 11. Okay. If you guys want a sticker, type gimme, Gimme, in chat. This is for a real sticker I'll send to you. Let me show you what you guys are winning. It's a Halloween themed sticker, I promise. It's literally adorable as all get out. It looks like this. This will be a 3-inch at its biggest point sticker. Think you already got this month's? I'm not sure. You can win several. Tier 3 subscribers also automatically get this when they sub in chat, and I can send them the form. If you're a tier 3 sub, you just get it. So thank you to our tier 3 subscribers. Elena has not gotten it yet. All right, we got 11 of these bad boys. Are we ready? Ilu, JT. Ilu, go ahead and send a message to Kaz. Let me pull it up, Tony. I'll be able to see as well. Tony, you have won one. No, Tony, you have not won one. You have not won one, Tony. You won one last month. You won a Ripley one. Rosie Rosie G369. Go ahead and send a message to Kaz. One of the others. You have won an additional one. So you will get your tier 3 as well as like one more, which you can totally do. And then, Emmy! These are real physical stickers that I'll send to you guys, by the way. We do these once every 10 subs. And this is only available through next week. We love stickies. Yes, we do. I think we have a bunch of the other ones too. These guys. You did? Okay, nerd. I need to go through and double check the envelope for the March one. I need to go to my PO box. Yes, I send them worldwide. I totally do. Nice. I like that, Tony. The Sleepy Hollow loving child. Witchy Gingy. I send them everywhere in the world. Please make sure. Oh my God, hey! Kenya, welcome on in. How are you doing today? Thank you for 36 months. You said, thank you for being my introduction to the cozy side of Twitch. Absolutely. I hope you're having a wonderful day, dear. Good to see you. Oh, you got your softest hack sticker. How do you guys like the new sticker quality? It's definitely not as thick as the old ones, but they're still very nice. I had to change sticker providers because the old sticker company was yucky. They were very yucky, and so I had to change. So if you have like an ability to compare, they feel good. Okay, I like how they're soft. They feel like soft. Does that make sense? Their shiny ones are very shiny. And not, whereas the old stickers were very like in between. I don't like how shiny the other stickers are. They're like smooth. Hi Star, welcome on in. How are you doing today? Good to see you. They're vinyl. Yes. Yep. They're I would say they're like weather resistant and water resistant, not weatherproof, but you can totally put them on a water bottle. Yes, I'm doing so good. We watched the live stream. Thanks for the follow. How the heck are you? Welcome on in. Tony! They're not like velvet feeling, but they're just softer. They don't have like a stick to them. They're more of like a slip, if that makes sense, but they're not like velvet. They're not like fuzzy. They're different. I don't lie, Robobean. I did get snacks. Oh, I have snack. Tony! Studio Ray. Power back. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you got your power back. We're giving away a bunch of stickers right now. I think we have 6 left. Elena. Yes, these stickers are worldwide. I know, I'm very excited for the new pack as well. Like, very optimistic, very, very excited. I'm all ears. Like, I'm so excited. I'll have early access to the pack just like Kenya will. And I'm going to give you guys my honest opinion about how the clothes fit on plus size Sims, as well as like gameplay ability and stuff. I'm so excited. Yay! I can't wait to get it into my hands. Harushik. I think I'm probably butchering that. You need to hydrate. Oh my God. I drank my body armor earlier. I know, I'm excited. I'm going to be tweaking the rules for Jelly Bean Legacy to kind of honor the new stuff. All right, we have 2 more just now, you guys. All right. Sim Envy 712. If you guys don't know how this works, once every 10 subs, we give away stickers, or that like accumulates them. All right, 1 more. Here we go. Alina SX. Alina! Yay! Oh my God. I love that. Go ahead and whisper Kaz. So what Kaz does, he has a form for you, and it's a Google form, just so for our newbies. It's a Google form that you fill out. Only I can see what you guys enter. Your guys' like safety and information is really important to me. What I do is I use that and I import all of the info that you do, and I make like mailing labels so I don't have to write everything out, because sometimes I send out hundreds of stickers at a time. I literally make a mailing label, and then I like delete everything after that. And I literally couldn't tell you unless you actively told me in chat what state you live in. And even sometimes I don't even remember. But like, I literally just mail it out and off it goes. Yes. Yep, exclamation for the newbies. It's only for my eyes only. Message you. Oh no, Harushik. Yeah, for sure. Tap or click on his name in chat. And then there should be like a dialog box that pops up, and then hit whisper and then say hello, and he'll respond with a form for you to fill out. The reason why we have you guys whisper instead of the mods whisper you is so you guys have control over the, like, whispering the correct person, if that makes sense. So, like, stinkers don't try to, like, message you or something or do something weird. Like, so we try to control it that way. It's safer. I think that was all. I think that was it. I'm pretty sure that I think that was everything for that we have in the pile right now. But we do have some legacy stickers that we're going to give away too. A fertile area for manifestation, right? I think it is. We just have so much good energy in here. And then we have 8 legacy stickers to give away. We got 8 of those. Are you okay if I restart the queue for the legacy stickers, Kaz? Might have to redraw. Okay, no worries. I know that stream today was so fun, wasn't it? It was so fantastic. I love it. I'm so excited. So if you want a sticker in September or this month, I will be sending these out in November. So September, October stickers will be sent out in November because I need to know my final numbers next week, and then I'll order all the stickers that I need, and then I'll send them out when they're here. Ah, Star, I love that. Thank you so much. I stream The Sims like 99% of the time. We're kind of wrapping up stream. It's a little later technically, but the live stream, like we watched that today. But we do a lot of gameplay here. Lots of drama, lots of good vibes in the gameplay. But people call it like their soap operas. I upload all my past streams to YouTube. But yeah, like I play Sims like every single weekday, Monday through Friday. Yep, that's it, Elu, because it'll just basically register on my end. You just hit like submit on your side, and then it'll like register it. Yep, click submit at the bottom, and Google does the rest. Yep, it'll basically just file it for me. Thank you, Envy. I'm so glad too. If you guys want to check out my social media, that link tree is basically where all of my social media lives. I'm planning on transitioning away from Twitter and going over to Sky, whatever the blue one is, the new one. Sky Blue, Blue Sky. Twitter Junior, basically. Twitter 2.0, Blue Sky. I'll be transitioning over there. I want to be more active on YouTube too. I have some plans again for the 80th time, but it's fine. We'll get there. Yeah. So if you can't whisper here, if you are on our Discord, we can take you there too. I don't know, we have so many like artsy people who love sewing and like knitting, crocheting. Post packs usually update with patches. I am not sure. From my knowledge, I don't think so. I hope not, because I have not done that. I think it's mostly script mods. Like ones like Tool, Better Build Better that like change the code. I think it's just me and you out here just raw modding it, I guess. I have no idea. All right, Beans. I am resetting the queue right now. Hit Gimme, Gimme. These ones are for legacy stickers. So this is for a different set of stickers. These are throwback ones. Let me open this and I'll show you what you can win. So you can win this. Fall throwback stickers. You get to pick between option A or option B. There's the 2021 edition, the 2022 edition, or a random sticker. The random sticker could literally be a spring sticker. It could be a summer sticker. It could be any sticker that I have in my catalog. It could also be one of the stickers from this year too. We have 8 of these. So 2021, 2022, and then yeah, these are 8 of these that we have to give away. Want to sell me one, right? The sticker black market, imagine. All right, Pastel Gongju. Pastel, go ahead and send a message to Cass. Heck yeah. You're like, you typed it and immediately won. Dragonborn Jedi. The Star Wars one so badly. It's really cute. I love that one. I think we have, how many of these do we have? Like 8? You have 8 of these total. So we have 6 left to give away. Cicero! Cicero! Go ahead and send a message to Kaz. Kaz is a Sith Lord. They're still good in you. Oh, that ship sailed eons ago. We'll butter your name if he says that out loud. Laced Reason. Lace, go ahead and send a message to Kaz. Tap or click on his name. I'm addicted to pretzels again. I like every few months I remember that pretzels exist and I'm just like, this is the best day of my life. Amber9. Amber, go ahead and send a message to Kaz. I love pretzels. Pickles, so good. I like these pretzels with mozzarella cheese and a nice pickle as like a little stacker. Dot's pretzels are the pretzel things. Oh, I like Dot's pretzels. It's good. Like a good, like fresh mozzarella. Some pickle. Lexi Italian. Lexi! Oh, that is very sad. I think I have some sweet pickles in the fridge. Okay. We have 3 more to go, you guys. We have Annie. J.E. Leah Annie, go ahead and send a message to Kaz. And then Lax Yak loves Legend of Zelda. Lax, go ahead and send a message to Kaz. And then we have one more. As we hit milestones down here, this determines when we give these away. The first one that we gave away was the current one, and it's once every 10 subs. And then the sticker down here, these are the throwback ones, once every 2,500 bits. Once a month, I remember they can bake, and then me and family have the best week ever because of my awesome baking skills. Right. I love baking. I haven't baked in a while. I guess like I used my new oven and I like over baked the cookies that I took for Bo. And I think I also had some old butter when I made the cookies. So Bo kind of got subpar cookies. They were not very good from what I usually bake. I saw Bo earlier this year baking Halloween cookies. That sounds so fun. We're doing a trunk or treat with our nephews and our niece tomorrow. I'm very excited. Lone Wolf with Tail Wags. Lone, go ahead and send a message to Kaz. I'm excited. I think if everyone responded or DM'd Kaz and stuff, we should be caught up on stickers now. Your birthday Saturday. Oh my God. Happy early birthday. That's very exciting. Trunk or treat. So basically it's kind of like people, I don't like it. I don't like trunk or treat. It's basically like people in a parking lot with their trunks open or their hatch, the back hatch of their trunks or their cars open. And then some people like decorate the back of their car or their trunk, and then they give out candy. And the kids just go between the cars. I don't like it. I don't like it. I think it kind of ruins trick-or-treating, I think, in my opinion. Call me one of those people. I'm not very fond of it. But it is a little bit sketchy, I think. It feels it. Oh, it started for unsafe neighborhoods. Okay, that makes sense. Safer for younger kids, but older kids would rather do the house to house. Okay, that perspective does help. Yeah, substitute for the weather. Otherwise awful, but it's just disappointing, right? I'm okay with like doing a little bit of both. Odd churches that don't do Halloween. Trunk or treat for safety. Got it. Okay. So the safety conversation makes way more sense then. Thank you for the perspective. Only option in more rural areas. That is also very true. Hi, Cassie. How was your day today? I'm so glad to see you. Great for my kids' preschool because they were little and didn't want to walk too far. Okay. See, that definitely helps. That makes way more sense. I could be down with that. Because, I mean, I guess we're doing it with, like, their daycare. This Friday, like tomorrow. It's been good. Good. I'm so glad. That's awesome. Yeah, they're doing it with their, oh, I should think of things to, like, decorate the back of our car to make it more fun, you know, for them. Because we're doing the trunk or treat thing. I can grab a few decorations I have. The trunk thing, really? I'd never heard of it until like 2020, which makes sense as like a COVID thing, but also not really, because COVID. Stands on the park, yeah. I've seen that too. Taking a risk with the surprise meet, nice. You're like, ooh, it's like gambling. Like, what are you gonna get? I literally just like put a bunch of random stickers in a bucket and I just pluck it out. I do like any ones that I feel like might be a fun pick me one or like a surprise me one. I just grab out of a bucket, and it's like a blind grab. So it could be a Star Wars one too. In the form, I should put my preferred name or government name, so, because your whatever you prefer on your envelope. I wouldn't want you to like out yourself on accident, if that makes sense, Cicero. So like if you're if you live with someone who doesn't have like your preferred name, you know, or doesn't know about that, then I would put like whatever you're comfortable receiving mail as. I would hate to out someone on accident. But that is my suggestion. I do. For some people, I do write really weird names on the envelopes. Our mods, because I handwrite those ones. I write like. No, Kaz, do you know where the Jugs McGee thing came from? It's literally what she filled out the form as. It's literally what she filled out the form. I don't know if she remembers that. Last time I think I filled it out to her cats. She told me, right? Yeah, I can't remember if she like knew that, but Jugs McGee. Get nerdiest fart or ever or nerd fart the third, right? Yep. If you have like you live alone, okay, cool. Whatever you prefer, I am totally all right. Michael, get the sticker you want as Ripley. No, I've been holding out on him actually. That was really funny. Because he got the softest hex sticker, actually. The softest hex sticker is probably one of my favorites that we did. Honestly, probably one of my favorites. I have a whole catalog of all the stickers that we had. It says soft as heck. It has like little flowers and sparkles. It's so good. I don't know who Ripley was. It was Michael. I had no idea. It's such a good one. Did you get yours, Cassie? All the softest hex stickers have been sent out. They were sent out, I think, earlier this week. So if you live overseas or out of country, it might take a little while. Or like in Texas, it might take a bit. But all sticker forms have been sent. Thank you. You're a gem. I really appreciate you, Kaz. Thank you for that. The hard sticker was so we have some options here. I need to ask you guys. We have some options. So Maple will not be able to design our holiday sticker until late November. Usually I do November, December. Would we prefer her to design the one after that? Like January, February sticker. So like the winter sticker. And do we want to do a different sticker for the holidays? It might not be Christmas specific. Do we want to wait a little bit longer so we can have the chance to like get back in rotation again? Because things have been a little bit weird. Not like knocking on her or anything. She's doing what she's got to do. And we support that. But like, would you guys want me to do the hard sticker for November, December? Or pick a different one? We could have another vote because I think I have another one. You guys have been so curious about the other one. About the hard sticker. A winter one for December through February? Maybe. No, because like the November, basically the Christmas sticker would only be for December then. Because like we would have like, so November still needs a sticker. So I think I might do something else and make you guys do a vote on one of those. But then I could also pick people, get back in a rotation of picking people to help design the stickers again. Because then in November, whoever ends up being like a tier 3 sub, a top gifted subs, or top bit cheer for November, I would pick to make the winter sticker. The winter sticker. Because it gives her more time. Kaz had an ID for holiday sticker. Nice. I can't do the holiday sticker because like I won't be able to commission, but post it, maybe. If it might fit for winter, maybe, but also, unless I could make it. But yeah, I've been on my mind since the vote. Ooh, I like it. I think it's kind of fun. Let me double check what we've got going on here. Hold on. I'll have to look through my stickers and then I'll make you guys vote on the hard one and versus other ones if I feel like there's something that would go well with that. So I think that would be really fun. We did a vote where I made them pick between hard and soft and with no context on purpose. And they picked soft, and which was the softest hex sticker. So now everyone's curious about the hard one. They're like, what was the other one? Because I haven't shown you guys. The mods know, but that's it. No one else knows. You want the hard one? It's good. It's cute. I have a very fun sticker design that we're gonna do for the tier 3 subs. If you guys have a tier 3 subscription, and if you guys are in our Discord and your account's hooked up, you will be able to see the tier 3 sub channel. And we were talking about the idea about the tier 3 sticker. It's really, really funny. I think I'll probably start that sooner than later. I may start that one sooner than later. I might order it with this next round. Tier 3 next year, gotta wait on the sub. Nice. Is it the fun one? Yeah. I don't know if I'll be able to do, I'm being vague as possible. I don't know if I'll be able to do something like what Phoebes had suggested. I'm gonna do a test and see how the quality is, but I don't think I'll be able to, I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good. Especially the one that I have right now, but the quality, but fun. It's about as silly and goofy as we are. Right, quality of ideas, right. I loved that idea because I have the quality here and they're very thin. And they're very, hold on, where is it? I had the envelope. Nerd, put that away. Nerd, put that away. Quality over quantity any day, right? Because you know the sticker quality is something that's super, super, super important to me. Where did I put it? I just cleaned this. Yeah, I don't know where I put my thing, but I have like the sticker, like the samples that they sent to me. And I was not impressed with that idea because of the quality. I loved the idea, but I was not impressed with what I was given. Also, I found this at a local store. It's a pizza box. It says buy the slice. And it says, he says, the call is coming from inside the house. And then it says pizza delivery at the bottom. Buy the slice. You can kind of see it. It's backwards, but you can kind of see it. I thought that was really cute. It's so bad because I do stickers so much here, you guys. I know what sticker company they use based on the backing, based on the way that it's cut, and also the texture of the sticker. I don't have a sticker problem, you do. Right? I can tell. I'm like, oh, they use this sticker. Oh, they use this one. Bye, Alina. Thank you so much. Also, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. My favorite stickers is like, I'm an accountant. You might assume I'm right. Oh my God, wait, that's so funny. I'll have to show it to you when I go to Michael's parents again. But Michael's mom was an accountant before she retired and stuff. Do you really? I love this. My brother and his girlfriend got this for me as a housewarming gift when we bought our house. I literally love this thing so much. Anyway, I'll have to, like, Michael's mom was an accountant before she retired and stuff, but she still does accounting adjacent things because that's just who she is. And she does like lots of bookkeeping for stuff like passion projects that she does today. And she has a little plaque on her, like, at her desk that says attack accountant. Gina, make you a shield. I've been looking for a good quality shield because all of them don't have the details right. Like, there's the very specific details on the shield itself. I think they're dodging copyright issues is what they're doing. But all of the details on the shield are there for a reason in the game, and I need a good replica of a shield. Like, to scale with my sword so I can put it on my wall. Consulting actuary. Consulting actuary once I retire from retire working from an insurance company, right? Honestly, if you like your job, that's perfect. That one quote, you can tell it's an aspen tree by the way that it is, but stickers, you reminded me of that quote. you can tell, you're right. You can tell because of the way that it is, right? I say that all the time. I don't know where that quote's from, but like I say that with Michael all the time. I was like, he'd be like, how can you tell when we're just talking about something? And I'm like, because the way that it is. I'll say it to him all the time. An Excalibur near you. I don't know. Maybe in Chicago? Is this like a cosplay store? There's Excalibur seasoning outside of Peoria. No, I don't see anything. There's Caliber Collision. Excalibur Knife Works. Yeah, I don't see anything here. Yeah, unfortunately. I wonder if we would be able to find something in Chicago. Probably, because Chicago is huge. I just need to like talk to someone who's like a really cool cosplayer. I'll check for the official name, but they usually have good quality replica. Nice. Yeah, for sure. I would love to know because I really want a good shield. I looked when I was at C2E2, and like, of course, I looked when we were at TwitchCon or whatever in Artist Alley just to see if I could find like replicas for things, but they were just really poorly made or like really bad plastic, or they didn't have the right design. Because there's different variations of the shield depending on like the story and like what game they came from. But I think I want something, I don't know what, maybe just the classic Ocarina of Time one, but I don't know. This isn't even really that though, so I have no idea. We'll just see. I need something. I must have it. My nerdness must be appeased. All right, Beans. Oh, I've been yapping for like a bit. I need to go take care of some things. And then I also want to make that little video about the live stream. I have so many things that I want to do. Like, I want to polish the Jelly Bean Legacy rules. I want to clean my house. Well, finish cleaning my house. I want to do all of the things. Hopefully my brain does not shut down. Most of the time, cosplay prop makers won't make pieces for a con because they don't value the time that goes into it. Yes, that is very understandable. Because that is 100%. Oh, yeah. That is very, very relatable and very understandable. Yeah, some people just don't really honor that at all. All right, Beans. I will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central. Make sure you guys follow here because I stream Monday through Friday and it's a lot of The Sims. Thanks for hanging with me. And then I typically don't stream weekends, so I'll be back on Monday if you don't see me tomorrow. Nice. Yes, absolutely. Starbeer. Thank you so much for coming by. But my typical streams are Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Central. Yeah, I think Monday actually we have pumpkin carving. We have pumpkin carving on Monday. So we'll do some sim stuff and then we'll do pumpkin carving. I think, is it Faced? Called you yesterday? Oh my God, absolutely. Thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate you. Today was a lot of fun. And I'm like buzzing with so many ideas for this new expansion. My brain is on fire right now. I need to go ground myself and figure out what my direction is so I don't shut down. But we're gonna go with my friend Emrys. I love you. Thank you for hanging today. Thank you for stream. Floor time, right. Gotta go grab myself. I'm excited. In a week in not enough to update our shells, right? I know. Ah! If you guys have a sub, make sure to copy and paste Beanie Weenies incoming. Otherwise, the hand hearts will do. Just make sure to tell Emrys that I sent you. Emrys's pronouns are they, he. He's just a little guy. He's also building an English pub for their legacy save. So thank you. I know, right? Not quite Squirrel the Gun, but different, right? Thank you, guys. I love you. As I always say, tomorrow's a beautiful day, especially with you in it. And here is a boop for the road. I will see you later. Have a good one, and I will see you tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central. Bye!